Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Crime on a Tuesday, episodes of Dragnet, Escape, the Casey Crime Photographer, Dimension X, and Claudia. And we'll take a look at what happened on this date back in 1949, a Thursday. We'll take a look at some of the headlines of that date. This is a Tuesday. This is the 4th day of August, 216th day of the year, and 149 days left in 2026. It was on this date in 1693, Dom Perignon invented champagne. In 1735, printer John Peter Zenger, defended by Alexander Hamilton, acquitted of libel in a case that helped foster freedom of the press. Lizzie Borden's father and stepmother killed on this date in 1892 with an axe in Fall River, Massachusetts. Germany invaded Belgium on this date in 1914. In response, Britain declared war on Germany, the start of the First World War. Denver ceded the Danish West Indies on this date in 1916, including the Danish Virgin Islands, to the U.S. for $25 million. Anne Frank and her family were found hiding in Amsterdam by Nazis on this date in 1944. In 1964, President Johnson ordered military forces in Vietnam to take action against the communist forces in reaction to the attacks in the Gulf of Tonkin.
We Americans know, although others appear to forget, the risk of spreading conflict. We still seek no wider war. I have instructed the Secretary of State to make this position totally clear to friends and to adversaries, and indeed to all. I have instructed Ambassador Stevenson to raise this matter immediately and urgently before the Security Council of the United Nations.
President Johnson on this date in 1964. On that same date, the bodies of 3 civil rights workers, Michael Schwimmer, Andrew Goodman, and James Chaney, found in an earthen dam 6 weeks into a federal investigation backed by President Johnson. It wouldn't be until 2005 that Edgar Ray Killian, an outspoken white supremacist, was found guilty of the murders 41 years later. A growing controversy over comments by John Lennon that the Beatles were more popular than Jesus had some radio stations boycotting the lads from Liverpool, collecting and burning Beatles records.
This is Doug Layton and Tommy Charles. We're reminding you that our fantastic Beatle boycott is still in effect. Don't you forget what the Beatles have said.
Don't forget to take your Beatle records and your Beatle paraphernalia to any one of our 14 pickup points in Birmingham, Alabama, and turn them in this week if possible.
I wasn't making a big statement. I was not in a good mood, and there'd been a record out or something, and maybe it wasn't going so well, or they'd been knocking us in the press, you know. They were always either loving us or hating us. There was never anything in between, same as they do with Dylan or any of us now. And I was in a bad mood. I said, slipping, we're bigger than Jesus. Just no thought whatsoever like that. When you print it, it looks like it's a statement. In England, nobody took any notice. You know, they know, this guy's blabbing off, you know, who is he? But over here, you know, some lunatic gets his clan mask on and starts running around and burning crosses. So it was that flippant.
The apology Lennon offered not for the message he was trying to convey, but for conveying it in a way that confused its meaning. President Carter signed a congressional act on this date in 1977 that established the Department of Energy.
The impending crisis of energy shortages has brought about an unprecedented quick action by the Congress in establishing the new Department of Energy.
And remember, back in 1977, it was difficult to get fuel at any price. In 1987, the Federal Communications Commission rescinded the Fairness Doctrine, which had required radio and television stations to fairly present controversial issues. It was on this date in 1993 Federal judge sentenced LAPD officers Stacy Kuhn and Lawrence Powell to 30 months in prison for violating motorist Rodney King's civil rights. In 2007, NASA's Phoenix spacecraft launched. Phoenix, a robotic spacecraft on a space exploration mission on Mars under the Mars Scout program. It was 4 years ago today, basketball star Brittany Griner, convicted in Russia of drug possession and smuggling, and was sentenced to 9 years in prison in a politically charged case. Griner would be released in a prisoner exchange 4 months later. And some people forget that what is legal in the U.S. is not legal necessarily everywhere in the world. Now, passing away on this date in history, the writer Hans Christian Andersen, Frank Fontaine, very funny man. You remember him as Crazy Guggenheim on the Jackie Gleason show, and also on the Jack Benny show he did some bits too. Also actors Melvin Douglas and Victor Mature, and the voice of Garfield, Lorenzo Music, and singer-songwriter-producer Lee Hazelwood, all passing away on this date in history. Oh, birthdays today, one of the greats who's no longer with us, Louis Armstrong.
The shark has pretty teeth, dear, and he shows them fairly white. Just a jackknife as McHeath, dear, and he keeps it out of sight.
Oh, we miss old Satchmo Louis Armstrong, born on this date, along with composer William Schumann. Journalist Helen Thomas, for years, the grand old lady of the Washington Press Corps, singer Timmy Euro, and from Law and Order, Richard Belzer, all born on this date in history. They have all left the building.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
Happy birthday 71 to Billy Bob Thornton.
I was born and raised here up till I was 12-year-old.
Why are you here now?
They turned me loose from state hospital.
From Sling Blade with John Ritter, Billy Bob Thornton is 71 today. Dean Malenko. I saw him wrestling in Florida back in 1992, and he was an amazing wrestler. He is now suffering from Parkinson's, but he is still, while he's retired from wrestling, he is a backstage voice in All Elite Wrestling. He is 66. Former President Barack Obama, 65.
The challenges we face are real. They are serious and they are many. They will not be met easily or in a short span of time. But know this, America, they will be met.
Barack Obama, 65 today. From Lost in the Hawaii Five-0 reboot, Daniel Day Kim is 58. Retired NASCAR legend Jeff Gordon is 55.
85. Woo! I love it, man. I love it. I can't wait to get home. Can't wait to celebrate with these guys. And thanks again to the fans. Wow.
Jeff Gordon now retired from NASCAR at 55. TNA wrestler Frankie Kazarian is 49. Another racer who has pretty much set it aside, Kurt Busch, is 48. Meghan Markle is 45.
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born. There's several conversations.
There's a conversation with you?
With Harry.
Meghan Markle, former actress, now a part of the royal family, 45 years old, and concerned over the fact that their child is more dark-skinned than the white folk in England. There you go. And Cole Sprouse, Jughead from Riverdale, is 34, as is his twin brother, also from the Sweet Life of Cody and Zach, both 34 today.
What's that? It's a newspaper from 1938. Tipton Treasure? Gangster's gal tells all.
From the sweet life of Cody and Zach, Cole and Dylan Sprouse both turned 34 today. Those just a few of the people who celebrate the 4th day of August as their birthday. If this is your birthday,
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
on this Tuesday Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, we're going to spend some time back in 1949, 77 years ago. We'll start off with Dragnet next.
Daily, the broadcasts of Radio Free Europe and Radio Free Asia strike through the Iron Curtain, bringing the truth about the free world to the captive peoples behind it. Help send a message by giving to the 1952 Crusade for Freedom.
Now on this Tuesday, we're going to go back to Thursday, August 4th, 1949, 77 years ago, 10:30 Eastern Time, Jack Webb, in the first season episode of Dragnet.
Here's another in NBC's great parade of new shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you are about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
NBC brings you Dragnet. You're a detective sergeant. You're assigned to narcotics detail. For more than 2 months, doctors' offices have been burglarized, hospital pharmacies pillaged, drugstores robbed, medical supply firms ransacked, with one purpose in mind: the theft of narcotics. The criminals are expert, cunning, vicious. Your job, get them.
Dragnet, the documented drama of an actual crime, investigated and solved by the men who unrelentingly stand watch on the security of your home, your family, and your life. For the next 30 minutes, transcribed in cooperation with the Los Angeles Police Department, you will travel step by step on the side of the law through an actual case from official police files. From beginning to end, from crime to punishment, Dragnet is the story of your police force in action.
It was Thursday, March 23rd. It was windy in Los Angeles. We were working the night watch out of narcotics. My partner's Ben Romero. The boss is Ed Backstrand, chief of detectives. My name's Friday. I was on my way back from the record bureau, and it was 10:35 p.m. when I got to room 24. Narcotics detail.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll be right over. Thank you. Get anything, Joe?
Nothing we don't know already. How about you?
That was the county hospital on the phone. Doc Welch. Pretty fair lead. I told him we'd be right over.
What's he got?
One of our informants, Benny Trounsel. Ready?
Let's go. What's with Benny?
It's bad shape. Somebody worked him over. They found him in an alley off of South Main.
Yeah?
Doc says Trounsel talked before he passed out.
Anything good?
He claimed he knows who's running the new dope racket in town. Says they got him.
Now, let's take the stairs here, huh? Why should they bother with small fry like Benny?
That's what I'm wondering. Blackmail, maybe.
Benny's still on the needle? Maybe that accounts for his story.
Doc says his skull is fractured. Morphine doesn't do that to you.
Yeah. Benny mention any names?
I don't know. Doc didn't say.
Here's the garage. Come on. When did they pick up Benny?
About an hour ago. He had a pocket full of bundles on him. Heroin.
Trounsel's small fry. He never had that much dope on him in his life.
That's what makes it interesting. Let's go.
County Hospital? Yes, sir. The line is busy. Will you wait? Thank you.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
We'd like to see Dr. Welsh. She's expecting us.
Your names, please?
This is Sergeant Romero. My name's Friday, police officer.
Oh, yes. Around the corner to your left, room 127. The doctor's waiting for you.
Thank you. Come on, Ben.
I hope Benny's still talking. We could sure use a lead.
Yeah. Here it is. 127.
Hiya, Ben. Joe?
How are you, Doc? Anything new?
Just left Trounsel upstairs.
You think we can talk to him now?
Won't do much good. He died about 6 minutes ago.
For almost 2 years, Benny Trounsel, an addict himself, had been one of the most valuable informants Ben and I had in the narcotic gangs. More than once, he had helped us solve a case, but this time, if Benny Trounsel had any direct leads to the nerve center of the newest narcotic ring, he took them with him. Besides his dying accusation that the ring had gotten to him, he left behind only 2 small scraps of information. First, when he arrived at the county hospital, Dr. Welsh reported that Trounsel repeatedly muttered the name Patterson. Secondly, among the few personal effects found in his pockets was a good amount of heroin and a small piece of white paper with 2 words scrawled on it, Tucker Building. Benny Trounsel's body was taken to the county morgue, and the next morning it was posted. At the coroner's inquest, the cause of death was listed as a brain hemorrhage induced by severe blows by a blunt instrument on the sides and base of the skull, inflicted by a person or persons unknown. Besides Ben and myself, the only identification witness at the inquest was a woman who managed a rooming house in Benedict Alley, where Trounsel used to stay periodically. After the inquest, we questioned her briefly in our office.
Miss Strite, you say you can't remember any friends Trounsel had while he stayed at your rooming house?
No, I can't. Besides, if I knew that man used dope, I never would have rented him a room.
How long did he rent from you, Miss Strite?
About 6 months. I run a respectable house. I don't mind if my people drink a little now and then, but those dope users, no, sir.
Did you know anything about Trounsel, Miss Strite? Where he spent his time, where he had his meals?
Well, don't serve at my place. Too much trouble. Most of the people eat at the Ace lunchroom, down the corner.
Where's that, Miss Strite?
Grant and South Main, right on the corner.
And you think Trounsel might have spent some time there?
He might have, I don't know.
Miss Strite, did Trounsel ever mention anyone by the name of Patterson?
No. Patterson? No.
And you can't recall any friends he might have had?
He had any friends and never set foot in my house. That's all I know.
All right, Miss Strite, thank you.
Here's a card, ma'am. If you come across any information about Trounsel, we'd appreciate it if you'd call us.
All right. That all?
That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Well, bye.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Big help.
Yeah, not even a good identification witness.
You got those listings we made on the Tucker Building?
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Here it is.
Okay, let me have it, Tucker Building, 7310 South Wilshire. I wonder what Benny Trounsel could have been doing out there.
Shouldn't be too hard to check. It's a small building.
Yeah. 6 listings for the whole place. A couple of law offices, real estate guy, dentists, architect, and a doctor.
One dentist, one doctor could be a lead.
Maybe. Pretty thin.
Friday, Romero, you got a minute?
Yeah, Skipper. Come on, Joe.
Yeah. What do you got, Ed?
Letters. Here's a sample. Now listen to this. Chief of Detectives, Ed Backstrand, City Hall, Los Angeles. In view of mounting wave of narcotic robberies, strongly recommend that your efforts to curb this lawlessness be redoubled.
They all like that?
All of them. They're mad. Can you blame them?
Not a bit.
We haven't got much to go on, Chief. The gang's pretty smart.
All right, then let's be smarter. There's no law against it.
Doing our best, Skipper.
Then make it better. I'm sick of that bunch, and I'm tired of these letters. And look at that record. In 2 months, 15 drugstores robbed, 8 medical offices, 2 supply houses, 2 hospital pharmacies. Narcotics missing every time. Now, who's behind it?
None of the old-timers. We've checked them out. Gone over every hype and mainliner we know of.
All right, then get on the transients. New faces. Climb on every one of them that shoots the stuff until you get to that gang and break it. If you need help, holler. But get to that gang and break it. Do you understand?
Okay, Skipper, we'll try.
You dig up anything on that Trounsel case yet?
Still checking out one lead.
What?
Slip of paper we found in Trounsel's pocket, Ed. Said Tucker Building on it, that's all. Just going to check it out when you called.
All right, hop on it, fast. We got a lot of pressure on us. Keep in touch with the office.
It was almost noon when Ben and I got out to the Tucker Building. It was a 2-story affair, comparatively small, very modern. We checked with the dentist in the building first, but he'd never heard of anyone by the name of Benny Trounsel. His records and appointment books proved it out.
Well, that's one down, Joe.
Yeah. Let's try that doctor's office now. What's his name?
Let me see. Springer. Dr. Fred Springer. He's on the second floor.
Okay. There's a stairway down there. Come on.
Pretty close to lunchtime. Might not be in.
Maybe. Somebody should be there. We haven't got much time to play with.
Yeah. Chief sure was up in there this morning.
Here's the office. Fred Springer, M.D.
Good morning. May I help you, gentlemen?
We'd like to see Dr. Springer, please.
Do you have an appointment?
No, we don't.
Well, the doctor's not in at present. Would you like to make an appointment for later in the day?
No, ma'am. We're police officers. This is Sergeant Friday. I'm Sergeant Romero.
How do you do? I'm Miss Turner. I'm the doctor's nurse.
Then you must take care of the appointment and record books for the doctor.
Yes, I do.
Well, maybe you can give us the information we're looking for, Miss Turner. Did the doctor ever have a patient by the name of Trounsel? Benny Trounsel?
Trounsel?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so. Just a moment. I'll check.
Thank you.
No. Trounsel. Is that the way you spell it?
Yes, ma'am.
No. The name's not listed here. Let me check the account book. No. Wait. It's funny.
What's that, Miss Turner?
Here in the back of the book in the doctor's handwriting. Look.
Trounsel, the black parrot.
Certainly funny. I can't remember seeing that notation before. It must be fairly recent.
Miss Turner, what kind of a clientele would you say Dr. Springer has?
Oh, it's quite exclusive. Beverly Hills, Bel Air. That's where most of the bills are mailed.
Can you recall seeing Trounsel in the office here, Miss Turner? Small man, thin, walked with a kind of a limp, not very well dressed?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't sound like any of our patients.
Would you show us the doctor's prescription lists for the last 2 months? We'd like to check them.
Well, I'm afraid I can't. Dr. Springer keeps them in the safe. He's the only one who has the combination.
How long you been with Dr. Springer?
About 10 months. Ever since he started his practice out here.
Where was he before that?
Philadelphia. I don't understand all these questions. Is anything the matter?
Just a routine check, Miss Turner. When do you expect the doctor back?
About 4 this afternoon. He's out making home calls.
All right. Here's our card. Would you ask him to call us as soon as he comes in?
I'll do that.
Thank you, Miss Turner. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, say, Miss Turner, there's one more question.
Yes?
Does Dr. Springer have a patient by the name of Patterson?
Oh, yes. One of the doctor's first patients, John Patterson. He lives out on East Beverly Drive.
When we left Dr. Springer's office, we called R&I. There was no make on John Patterson. Ben and I drove over to see him just on a hunch. It didn't pay off right then, but it showed a little promise. When the maid came to the door of the Swank apartment, she told us Patterson was out for the day. We asked her about Patterson's occupation. She didn't know. We asked her about his friends, his business acquaintances. She could remember only 2 people visiting the apartment. One of them was Dr. Springer, apparently a constant visitor. The other, a tall, dark man who spoke bad English. We asked the maid how long she had worked for Patterson. She said ever since he moved to Los Angeles, about 6 months before. A few things started to fall into place, but it was strictly a guesswork operation. Ben and I got in the car and headed for the south end of the city to check out some of the places Benny Trounsel was supposed to have frequented. We met a stone wall. From the Ace lunchroom near Benny's former rooming house to the Black Parrot. No one was willing to talk. Threats didn't work, and neither did promises. Ben and I gave up for the moment and headed back to the office.
Pacific Ambulance 1, call to Alhambra is now code 3.
Seems like Skid Row doesn't want any part of this one.
Yeah, there's a bad feeling. Something's got him scared.
Sure would like to know what it is, or who it is.
Yeah, I'd like to know
Control
the
1
answer
to
to
Unit
that,
80K.
too.
Control 1 to Unit 80K.
Us, Joe. Get it, will you?
I got it. 80K to Control 1. 80K to Control 1. Go ahead.
80K. Call station 2511, code 3.
80K to Control 1. Roger. KMA 367.
Wonder what that's all about.
Well, let's find out. There's a drugstore. They ought to have a phone. Pull over, huh? You got a nickel?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thanks. I'll be back in a minute.
City Hall.
2511.
Thank you.
Chief of Detective's Office, Hannon.
This Friday, Mike. The chief there?
Oh, yeah, just a minute. Backstrand talking.
This Friday, Ed. What do you got?
You tied up?
Nothing big.
Then check in as soon as you can. Got something good.
What?
You remember the stick-up at St. Agnes Hospital about a month ago? Pharmacy there?
What about it?
2 patrolmen picked up a user down near Union Station about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah?
Guy was way back on his heels. He had 2 vials of morphine on him. Vials had serial numbers.
Good. Did they match out?
Perfectly.
Thanks, Ed. We'll be right in. When Ben and I got back to the office at 3:52 p.m., we picked up Chief Ed Backstrand and went directly to the crime lab where Lieutenant Lee Jones analyzed the contents of the 2 vials taken from the suspect. Jones told us it was high-grade morphine. We went back to the office and double-checked the serial numbers on the vials with the crime report on the St. Agnes Hospital robbery. They matched.
And there's a good break. These vials were in the loot when the gang knocked over the hospital 28 days ago. Now stay on the trail and we'll crack that gang wide open.
This the arrest report on the guy, Ed?
Yeah. Picked him up in a bar off South Main.
Who is the guy? Trained you?
Yeah, here it is, Ben. James Steiner, Phoenix, Arizona, age 37, transient laborer. Anybody talk this guy yet, Ed?
Not yet. He shouldn't be too hard. You better get on it.
Right, Skipper. Come on, Joe.
Check you later, Ed. What time you got, Ben?
Let me see here. 25 past 4.
A phone call for you, Ben?
Yeah, who was it?
Your wife. Wants you to pick up some aspirin and a bottle of nose drops for your kid on your way home.
Oh, yeah, almost forgot.
That the only call we had, Mike?
That's right.
Thanks.
Well,
you got that Dr. Springer's number, Ben?
Yeah, yeah, here it is. Crestview 55284.
Thanks.
Nurse said he'd call us around 4, didn't she?
Yeah.
Dr. Springer's office?
This is Sergeant Friday down at the police department. Dr. Springer there?
Well, no, he isn't, Sergeant. He called in about 20 minutes ago, and I gave him your message. He said he'd call you.
All right, Miss Turner. When he comes in, tell him to call us. Impress on him. It's urgent.
All right, Sergeant, I'll do that. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
No luck?
I don't know. Just a hunch. He may be ducking us.
Who are you calling now?
State Medical Board. Maybe they can check us out on Dr. Springer. I put the call through to the State Medical Board and asked for a check on Dr. Fred Springer. They said they'd call back within the hour. In the meantime, we had James Steiner brought to one of the interrogation rooms for questioning. It was all talk.
Oh, look, it's like I told the sergeant when they booked me. I don't know anything about this hospital job.
Sit down, Steiner.
Oh, all right, thanks. How long you been in the city, Steiner? L.A.? Oh, about a month. I came from Phoenix, looking for work. Things are pretty slow in Phoenix.
Where'd you get the morphine?
Huh?
I said, where'd you get the morphine?
The stuff? Oh, I bought it. Just for a pop now and then. I just play around with it. Just for kicks. Who'd you buy the vials from? Who? Oh, I don't know. A guy in a bar gave me a price.
Which bar was that?
Which bar? The Black Parrot. I'm not hooked. I just play around with it just for kicks. What did the guy look like, Stoner? What did he look like? I don't know. Tall, I guess.
Would you remember him if you saw him again?
Remember? Sure. I talked to him a couple of nights at the bar.
Was he on the stuff? Was he a hype?
A hype? Yeah, maybe. Tall fella, dark. You shooting the stuff? Shooting the stuff? No. No, I'm no mainliner. I never took in the veins of my life. I told you I'd do it just for kicks, just to pop now and then.
Take off your shirt. Let's see your arms.
Huh? My arms?
Come on, take it off. Who are you kidding, Steiner? Your arm looks like a pincushion.
I told you just once in a while, just for the kicks. I'm not hooked on it. They found 2 vials of stolen morphine on you, Steiner. You can go 2 ways, hard or easy. Hard or easy? I told you I ain't done nothing. I bought this stuff. I use a cap or a bindle once in a while for kicks, but I'm not hooked. I bought the stuff, I tell you.
Who was he, Steiner? Who sold it to you?
Who? Oh, I told you I met him in a bar, the Black Parrot. Who was he? He was tall, dark. He gave me a good price.
Come on, let's have it, Steiner. His name.
I'm feeling sick. You got something for me? I'm sick.
All right. Mike.
Yeah, Joe?
Get some milk. A couple of quarts right away.
Okay.
You ready to tell us, Steiner? Who was he? I'm sick. I'm sick.
We're getting some milk for you now. Come on, you better talk.
Max. That's all he said. Name was Max and gave me a good price. I only take a pop now and then just for kicks.
You think you could point him out for us?
Yeah. Maybe. I'm sick. I'm sick.
Narcotics, Romero.
Hello. This is Dr. Springer calling. You wanted to talk to me.
Yes, we did, Doctor, and we've got a few questions we'd like to ask you. Oh, hold on just a minute, will you? It's Dr. Springer, Joe.
All right, tell him we got to see him tonight. We'll call him back later.
Dr. Springer?
Yes?
Sorry, Doctor. We'll have to see you later on tonight. You be at home?
Well, I have an appointment this evening. Would you mind telling me what this is all about?
Sure, Doctor. It's about a man named Benny Trounsel.
Oh. I see.
And if you don't mind, we'd like to check over your prescription list with you.
Yes. I'll cancel my appointment. You can contact me here at home. 1538 South Road. I'll be here all night.
All right, Doctor. Thank you. We'll see you later then.
Yes. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What'd he say? All right?
Yeah, it's all right. I'll buy that hunch of yours now, Joe. Dr. Springer, he knows who killed Benny Trounsel. I bet he knows why.
When Mike Hannon came back with the milk, we fed it to Steiner, and then we put him back in his cell. We put in another call to John Patterson out on East Beverly Drive, but there was no answer. We left word with Hannon where we were going, and then Ben and I headed out for Dr. Springer's home. It was 7:35 when we pulled up into the driveway at 1538 South Road, a low, rambling, ranch-type home. We got out of the car and made our way down the path to the front door. A gray Persian cat followed us. The door was half open. We knocked, but there was no answer. Through the window, we could see the living room was dimly lighted. We went in. We found Dr. Springer sitting in a large carved mahogany chair in the dining room. The room was hung with draperies. He was slumped forward, face down on the dining table. There was a bullet hole in his right temple. On the floor near his right hand was a .32 automatic pistol. In the center of the dining table was a piece of white paper.
Looks like he beat us.
Yeah. Any names on that confession?
One says he killed Troundel. No, wait a minute. It says, John Patterson. He forced me to this.
What?
I don't know. What's it look like to you? Here's another one. Norberg. That's all it says. And then he signed his name, Dr. Fred Springer.
Ben, come over here. Look at these.
Hypodermic needle. It works. Is this morphine?
White powder. Could be.
Then he was on it himself.
Looks like it. We'll find out when they post him. I'll get it. Yeah.
Sergeant Friday there, please.
This is Joe, Mike. What do you got?
Can you talk all right there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just got a kickback on your call to the State Medical Board on this Dr. Fred Springer.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a registered physician in the state of California. Besides that, his license was revoked in Pennsylvania 2 years ago. Illegal operations.
That explains it. Notify homicide. Get the crime lab in the corner out here, will you? Looks like Springer shot himself.
Okay, Joe, right away.
We'll wait for him, but hurry him up, Mike. We got a couple more places to check out tonight.
Okay, Joe. See you later.
Right.
What's next? Patterson place?
I don't know. Maybe we ought to try Steiner first.
Sounds good to me. Feels like we're getting close.
Yeah, Ben. Real close. 12 minutes later, homicide and the crime lab men checked in at the Springer house, and Ben and I checked out. We went back to the office and found Ed Backstrand waiting for us. We told him our story, and he sent 2 men out to keep an eye on the Patterson place. 2 other men went to work to try and track down the other name in Springer's confession note, Norberg. Ben and I went up to the county jail and picked up Steiner. The 3 of us started out to look for the man who sold Steiner the 2 vials of morphine stolen from the hospital pharmacy a month before. The man's name was Max. He was tall and dark. That was all we knew. The rest of it was up to Steiner. 2 other men from the detail, Davis and Emerson, came along with us to take care of Steiner if anything went wrong. Our first stop was the Black Parrot Tavern. Davis parked the car in an alley down the street. Steiner, Ben, and I got out and walked the rest of the way.
You understand what you're supposed to do, Steiner? Me? Yeah. I go in first and sit at the bar. You 2 will follow me. I sit at the bar, and if I see Max, I give you the sign. That's okay, huh?
That's right. And you don't try to break for it.
Break for it? Me? I told you, I'm squaring with you guys.
All right, Steiner. Go ahead.
Let's hope it works, Joe.
Yeah. There he goes inside. Come on. Now, look, try to grab one of the booths along the wall if you can, huh?
Right. Here we are.
First booth, Ben. It's empty.
Yeah.
Hello,
fellas left to order at the bar. Waitress got a night off.
Make it a couple of beers, will you?
Couple of beers? Okay.
Joe, so look at Steiner.
Yeah, he's signaling. Must mean the guy putting on his coat over there. No, hold it, Ben. Wait till he gets past us. All right, get Steiner back to the car. I'll tail the guy. You come after me. I didn't know how right Steiner was or how much we could trust him. All I knew was that the man I was following was tall and he was in a hurry. I followed him 3/4 of a block before he turned in at a motel. He went to a cottage at the rear of the lot, let himself in, and closed the door quickly behind him. A minute later, Ben and the others pulled up in the car.
Got him staked first, Joe. Steiner says that was Max.
Let's make sure. Come on.
Which one's he in?
The one down at the end here. Now be careful.
You too.
All right, here we are. Wait a minute right there. Look, there's no rear door. He's got to come out the front. Keep the door clear. You ready?
All set.
Cover me. Open up in there.
Who is it?
Police officers, open up.
Just a minute.
All right, Ben, give it back to him.
Don't shoot. We'll come out.
All right, throw your guns out first, then come out with your hands behind your head and make it fast. Watch it, Ben. He's making a break.
All right, mister. That's far enough. Get out of my way. Get out of
Get him, Ben. That's good, Ben. You all right?
He didn't mean it, Copper. He didn't mean it. He didn't know what he was doing.
Well, that must be a good excuse, lady. A lot of people use it. Come on, Ben. Let's take him in. It was 10 minutes past midnight when we got back to headquarters. Both the man and the woman were booked for violation of the State Narcotics Act, a felony. He gave his name as Max Jansen. In his luggage, we found 13 vials of morphine, large quantities of heroin, and a small amount of Panopin. He gave us the names and addresses of 6 active members of the narcotics gang. He identified Dr. Springer as second in command.
Just a few more questions, Jansen.
Yeah, all right.
Why did Springer kill Trounsel?
He had it coming. Trounsel knew the score, and he was blackmailing him, bleeding him white.
Why didn't the gang take care of him?
The boss said no rough stuff. Things were going too good. He warned Springer, but he wouldn't listen.
All right, Jensen, just one more question. Who's the boss?
Do I get off light? State's witness?
It might help. We can't promise you anything.
Who's the boss, Patterson?
Yeah.
138 East Beverly Drive?
That's right.
What about Norberg? How does he figure?
It's the same guy. Patterson and Norberg, both the same.
And what's his real name?
Norberg. Tony Norberg.
What's his front?
He's legit, or he used to be. Importing business.
Where?
Here. Got an office downtown. Do I get protection?
Where's Norberg now?
Home out in Laurel Canyon. I get protection?
I thought you said he lived out on East Beverly.
His apartment. His home's out in the canyon.
Where? What's the address?
Do I get protection?
You'll get protection.
Wind Way. 860 Wind Way.
All right, Friday. Romero, take some men with you.
All right, Davis, cover the back of the house. Levine, you cover the front. Come on, Ben.
Yes?
Mr. Norberg in?
Who's calling?
Police officers.
Oh, come in, won't you?
Thank you.
Now get your hands up. Face the wall.
You'll never make it, lady. The house is surrounded.
Tony, get the stuff. It's our only chance.
They'll cut you down, Norberg.
All right, Jeannie, give him the gun.
Don't be a fool. They're going to march out the door in front of us, right to the car.
I'm not going, Jeannie. Try it if you want. I'm not going.
All right, Tony, stay. Come on, coppers.
You'll never make it, lady.
I said move. Fast.
All right, Ben, hit the dirt.
She's going for the car.
See if you can get those tires. Come on.
Dan?
Yeah.
Norberg was smart. Must be the girlfriend.
Guess so.
Wonder why they start. Why do they get on the stuff, Joe?
For kicks, Ben. None of them ever get hooked. Just for kicks.
have just heard is true. Only the names were changed to protect the innocent.
Tony Norberg, alias John Patterson, was tried and convicted for possession of narcotics, robbery, and conspiracy, and was sentenced to the maximum term prescribed by law, each count to run consecutively. He died 3 years and 11 days after his arrival at the state penitentiary. You have just heard the 9th in a new series of authentic cases transcribed from official files. Technical advice for Dragnet is furnished by the Los Angeles Police Department.
Tonight's program is dedicated to Chief Erskine Fish of the North Sacramento Police Department, who on the night of August 11th, 1935, gave his life so that yours might be more secure.
Dragnet came to you from Los Angeles. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Jack Webb, Barton Yarborough, and Raymond Burr in that 9th episode of Dragnet from 77 years ago, Thursday, August 4th, 1949, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We'll take a look at the news headlines from that Thursday, 77 years ago, next.
Ladies and gentlemen, last year's traffic death toll was 37,500, a 7% increase over 1950. The National Safety Council believes that the best way to promote safety on the road is for each of us to know and obey traffic laws, to read and heed traffic signs. So be careful. The life you save may be your own.
On this Tuesday edition of Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, we're spending some time on Thursday, August 4th, 1949, 77 years ago. Here are some of the news headlines from that date in history. Ratification of the North Atlantic Pact by the Dutch Upper House at The Hague yesterday brought the 12-nation treaty within one step of becoming formally effective. It will go into effect when the instruments of ratification of the 7 founding nations are deposited in Washington. A federal grand jury yesterday indicted 12 white men, including the sheriff and 3 deputies of Dade County, Georgia, in connection with the mass flogging of 7 Negroes at Hooker, Georgia. Among the 70 witnesses called by the grand jury in its 2-day investigation was Dr. Samuel Green of Atlanta, Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan. Green testified twice, once Tuesday and again Wednesday. The jury charged the 12 white men with conspiring to injure, oppress, and intimidate the 7 Negroes by assaulting them. A big tractor-trailer jackknifed across the Washington-Baltimore Boulevard in a rainstorm yesterday, and a crowded bus smacked right into it. Then an automobile caromed off the truck. The multiple accidents killed 2 people and injured about 18 others. The administration won an important victory on the big foreign aid appropriation bill yesterday when it beat back an attempt to require that $1.3 billion of European recovery funds be spent for surplus farm crops. The farm amendment went out on a point of order, upheld by the Senate 52-32 when it was appealed. The decision, taken late in the day, removed the biggest threat to final approval of the measure, now confidently anticipated by its backers. The Dutch and Indonesian republics formally ended their 4 years of war, but both sides made it clear it was an armed truce for the present. Republican President said the Indonesians would never be satisfied until they gain their own sovereignty and that the Dutch army is withdrawn. John J. McCloy, American High Commissioner for Germany, opened a round of talks with top government officials yesterday on organization of a 10-man cabinet to handle American policies in Germany. Secretary of Defense Johnson took the steps yesterday to mesh the national military machine with federal agencies fighting political battles abroad. Mickey Cohen used an inquest witness stand yesterday to proclaim that he is a legal businessman with no gambling racket connotations. The chunky little haberdasher, pictured by police as gambling boss of the L.A. area, was the principal witness at a coroner's inquest into the gangland-type ambush of his pal, Ed Nettie Herbert, 41-year-old former New Yorker. Senator Harry F. Byrd's powerful conservative organization stood victorious and unscathed yesterday. Its candidate, John S. Battle, winner in the fight over Democrat control of the nomination for governor of Virginia. Well, 5 prisoners at the state road camp at Indiantown near Pacohee slashed their heels with razor blades to keep from working. Said it was too hot and they couldn't take it anymore. Indiscriminate use of water guns, the complaint of Mrs. Agnes Duffy against her fellow members of the Utica, New York Special Grand Jury. Her affidavit also charged that members of the jury, which is investigating vote fraud, were under the influence of liquor while questioning witnesses. And some 200 teenage boys gave President Truman a big hand when he told them that everybody in the country seems to know how to do the president's job better than he does, and frequently tells them so. Truman told the boys, "I'm sure you feel the same way about it." The boys were members of the American Legion Boys Forum meeting in Washington. Those some of the day's top news stories from the newspapers of Thursday, August 4th, 1949. On your radio on that Thursday evening, we'll go to CBS, 9 p.m. for an episode of The Escape.
Americans have always been noted for their know-how. And you young men in search of a career, you can put this practical talent to excellent use in one of our nation's many engineering schools. At the present time, we need engineers. We need them to maintain our scientific and engineering superiority. So look to your future, to America's future. Plan now to become an engineer.
Now a half hour of high adventure with Escape, going back 77 years, August 4th, 1949. We basically heard always William Conrad doing this. In this adaptation, Tudor Owen is starring as Leiningen in Leiningen versus the Ants.
Suspense, which is usually heard at this hour on Thursday nights, is taking its customary summer holiday. Suspense returns to the air 4 weeks from tonight on Thursday, September 1st.
You are isolated on a remote plantation in the crawling Amazon jungle, and an immense army of ravenous ants is closing in on you, swarming in to eat you alive. A deadly black army from which there is no escape.
We offer you Escape, designed to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure. Tonight, we escape to the Amazon jungle and to a creeping, crawling terror, as Carl Stevenson told it in his famous story, Leiningen versus the Ants.
I first met Leiningen while performing my duties as district commissioner. As my boat neared his plantation landing, I saw him upon the riverbank, regarding me with mild interest. A great hulk of a man with bristling gray hair, bulky nose, and pale eyes. His entire appearance somehow suggested an aging and shabby eagle. He escorted me to the terrace and had a drink brought. I came quickly to the point of my visit and issued my warning. Leiningen puffed placidly at a huge cigar as he listened, and then said,
"Exactly what are you trying to tell me?"
"I'm trying to tell you that unless they alter their course, and there's no reason why they should, they'll reach your plantation in 2 days at the latest."
Well, Commissioner, it was decent of you paddling all this way just to give me the tip.
Tip?
You're pulling my leg, of course, when you say I've got to get out.
Now, look, I assure you, I'm not...
Commissioner, even a herd of crocodiles couldn't drive me from this plantation of mine.
Oh, you don't understand. These aren't creatures you can fight. They're an elemental force, a gigantic catastrophe. 10 miles long, 2 miles wide. Ants, nothing but ants. And each one as big as your thumb, and each of them a fiend from hell. Unless you clear out at once, there'll be nothing left of you but a skeleton. picked as clean as your own plantation will be.
I'm not going to run for it, Commissioner, just because trouble's on the way.
But it isn't trouble, it's...
And don't think I'm the kind of fathead who tries to beat off lightning with my fists either. I've got a better weapon, Commissioner. Intelligence. With me, the brain isn't just a second appendix. I know what it's there for.
Can't I make you understand the hideousness...
I think it is you who do not understand. In the 3 years I've been here, I've met and defeated more than one catastrophe. Flood and drought, a plague... events which caused many of my neighbors to flee for their lives. No, Commissioner, all my life I've lived by one motto. The human brain needs only to become fully aware of its power to conquer even the elements.
Leiningen, your obstinacy is endangering not only your own life, but the lives of your 400 workers and their families. You don't know these ants. I tell you don't know these ants. But Leiningen merely sat there, puffing at his cigar and regarding me with a sardonic grin. And I knew it was hopeless. As I boarded my launch and cast off, I turned to look once more at this man who calmly intended to defy one of the world's greatest scourges. I felt a sudden resentment toward him, and yet, with it was something else. I had never met a man like that. And I couldn't help wondering what combination of elements made up such a creature.
I stood on the bank of the river watching the commissioner's launch until it rounded a bend and was lost to sight. There was a strange look in the commissioner's eyes as he stood on deck staring back at me. Clearly, he thought me, at the very least, unreasonable. Well, he wouldn't have been the first to think so. But I, Leiningen, knew my own powers. I was sure of myself. I knew that intelligence, directed right, always makes man the master of his fate. That night, I called my Indian workers together in front of the plantation house. I saw their faces go ashen with terror as I told them the ants were coming. Watched them as they milled around, muttering. I said nothing more to them. Finally, one of the men stepped forward, Blas, the foreman.
Patron, we have worked hard here for these 3 years, all of us. We have built the finest plantation in this district. We all share in it. It has been a home for all of us and our families. Now the ants come.
So?
Those ditches we dug last year, the pipe we put in the ground, that was for the ants?
That was for the ants.
If we moved our families across the river, the ants could not reach them.
That's right. And you?
The ants are mighty. We know what they can do. All of us think that you are mighty.
Hey, Patron.
We will stay and fight against the ants with you.
I knew the men would give me that answer. I'd counted on it. Suddenly, I thought of the commissioner, wondered what he'd say at such unquestioning confidence. Would he still think I was, unreasonable?
All that night, I could not get Leiningen out of my mind. One man who calmly evaluated his chances against a deadly menace, coolly decided that he could win, and was willing to stake his life on it, to risk a horrible death for it. It was terrifying, and yet it was fascinating. When dawn came, I sent for my assistant. Together, we went to the huge map of the district which hung from a wall of my office.
The last reported position of the ants came in last night. They were, here. About 70 miles above this fork in the river.
Traveling southeast?
Yes, sir.
Directly toward Leiningen.
Toward whom, sir?
Oh, that plantation at the bend in the river. Belongs to a man named Leiningen.
Oh.
When would you say the ants will reach there?
Why, I don't know, sir. I imagine about tomorrow noon.
Tomorrow noon, huh? Still time.
Still time? What do you mean, sir?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. What did I mean? Still time for what? For Leiningen to flee, or still time for me to... Even as I rejected the thought with horror, I knew that the fascination of that man was more than I could resist. That Leiningen's fight was drawing my mind, drawing me back toward that plantation and death. I knew past all doubt that I was going back to Leiningen's plantation. I had to. It was 10 o'clock in the morning when I rounded the bend and saw Leiningen's plantation before me. I put in at the dock and tied up the launch, and then I saw him standing on the bank above me. Arms folded, stubby cigar in his mouth, and that same sardonic grin on his face. I made my way up to him.
Back for another warning, Commissioner?
No.
Oh, back to stay a while?
Yes.
Ah.
You don't seem very surprised.
I'm not.
You expected me?
I knew you'd be back. Come along, we'll get some horses. You'll want to ride around the plantation and take a look at the defenses I've rigged up.
Yes. I'll want to see the defenses.
And the ants. We'll be getting a glimpse of them before long, I should think.
Yes, and the ants.
Come along, then.
The defenses Leiningen had devised were quite impressive. Surrounding three sides of the plantation like a huge horseshoe was a ditch 12 feet wide. The ends of this horseshoe-shaped ditch ran into the river, which formed the fourth side of the plantation. And at the upriver entrance to the ditch, Leiningen had constructed a dam by which river water could be diverted into the ditch. A large hand wheel controlled the floodgate of the dam, and apparently Leiningen had ordered it opened immediately after my arrival. For as we now approached the ditch and rode along it, I could see that it was nearly full.
Well, how do you like my first line of defense, Commissioner?
Well, it's reassuring, like a moat around a castle.
Unless the ants know how to build rafts, they won't reach the plantation. But this is only the outer moat. There's a better one than this. Come along. We'll go up to the high ground where the buildings are. We can get a view from there.
Leiningen.
Huh?
I didn't see any women or children around the plantation, or any animals.
That's right. Moved them across the river.
Oh, and you think there is danger?
Oh, not because of danger, Commissioner. A matter of efficiency.
Efficiency?
Cuts down the efficiency of the men if they're worried about their families. Critical situations only become crises when oxen or women get excited.
I might have known.
Huh?
Nothing.
Here we are. See the ditch?
It's much smaller than the other.
You've noticed how all the buildings are on this piece of high ground. This inner ditch surrounds them, and it's lined with concrete.
But even filled with water, this is no barrier. It's not big enough. Why, if the ants get this far,
they'll get no farther. This ditch wasn't built for water, Commissioner. See the pipes leading into it? See those storage tanks on the hill? Petrol. We can throw up a wall of flame. Care to bet they won't like that?
Leiningen, look! Over the edge of the jungle, all those animals.
Running like the wind, everything from jaguars to monkeys.
Good heavens.
Remember, they don't have any ditches.
And there's no escape.
They'll be all right as long as they don't get caught between the river and the ants. They can outrun the crawlers. But if they get trapped, it's either the ants or the crocodiles. Look. Look over there on the horizon. There are your ants. Look at them.
It was a sight I'll never forget. Over the range of hills, as far as I could see, crept a darkening hem, ever longer and broader, until the shadows spread across the entire slope and then downward, uncannily swift. And all the green herbage on the entire slope was being mown as by a giant sickle, leaving only the vast moving shadow extending, deepening, and always moving nearer.
Oh, they're a hideous lot.
Leiningen, we can't last against that. Look at them. Why, they could fill your ditches with their corpses and still have enough to destroy every one of us. We've got to run.
Well, No, they haven't reached us yet, and they never will.
The hostile army was approaching in perfect formation. No human battalions, however well drilled, could ever hope to rival the precision of that advance. Along a front that moved forward as uniformly as a straight line, the ants drew nearer and nearer to the water ditch. As they approached, two outlying wings of the army detached themselves from the main body and started marching along the sides of the ditch, no doubt expecting at some point to find a crossing. And during this hour-long flanking movement, the main army remained still. Across the scant 12 feet of ditch, I stared at them. And they stared back at me. A solid mass, every one as big as my thumb, with a reddish-black body and long legs. Suddenly, a sound so unearthly as to freeze our blood jerked our heads in the direction of the jungle on the far side of the ditch. Coming toward the ditch at a stumbling gallop was a singular being, a writhing, animal-like, blackened statue with a shapeless head and 4 quivering feet. It was a stag, covered over and over with ants. Leiningen threw up his rifle, and the stag fell lifeless to the ground. Its agonies at an end. Horrified as I was, my curiosity impelled me to glance at my watch. I had to know how long the ants would take. After 6 minutes, only the white, polished bones of the stag remained. Now I could see a change in Leiningen. Gone was the sporting zest of the novel contest. In its place was a cold, violent purpose to send these vermin back to the hell where they belonged. If he did not, we were both only too sure of the alternative. And now we even knew how long it would take the ants once they got to us. Around 4 in the afternoon, the ant scouts, having found no crossing, there was a stirring among the main army. And then an immense flood of ants, about 100 yards in width, commenced pouring in a glimmering black cataract down the far slope into the water-filled ditch. Thousands drowned instantly, but the rest began using the bodies as bridges. Leiningen immediately swung into action.
Canaio! Patron! Get to the dam. Open the floodgate more to get the water in the ditch moving faster.
Si, senor.
Oh, look at them drown by the thousands.
Yes, but they keep coming. Even though the current carries many of them away, they're advancing.
We'll fix them. Blas! Senor! How about those shovels and petrol sprinklers? Have you passed them out to the men?
It has been done.
Then get all hands here in a hurry. This looks like the spot for action.
Si, patron.
Commissioner.
Yes?
Beginning to see what I was talking about?
What do you mean?
About intelligence being more than a match for anything it tackles. Take the ants. They've got no intelligence. If they had, they'd have attacked along the whole length of the ditch instead of a narrow front like this. They'd have been across by now. Too bad for them I'm not running their campaign.
You can joke about it like that with the ants halfway across the ditch?
All right, man. Busy with the shovels now. Dump some sand and clods on them. See how they like that. And you with the petrol sprinkler, start pumping. They don't like it, Commissioner. They don't like it a bit. Look at them.
Yes, but look at the ones on the far side of the ditch. Whole clumps of them rolling into the water. The rest are using them for bridges.
What's keeping Canaio? He should be at the dam by now.
They're getting across. More of them.
Oh, grab a shovel then, Commissioner. Make him regret it. What's the matter?
They broke up my shovel. They're on my ass.
Into the petrol, idiot. Douse your paws in the petrol. Keep at it. Keep at it. You're lost if you stop now. The water's moving faster.
Canaio got the floodgates open.
Yes. Look at the ants. They can't hold their own against the current now. They're being washed away. Look at them, Commissioner. The water's carrying them away. We beat them. We've won out.
It was true. Leiningen had won the opening round. The floodgates were left open to forestall any night crossing. When dawn came, the dark blanket was still there, motionless across the ditch. Then we noticed a feverish activity on the other side of the plantation. Here, a grove of tamarind trees lined the far end of the ditch, and every tree swarmed with the crawling insects. But instead of eating the leaves, they were merely gnawing through the stems, so that a thick green shower fell steadily to the ground.
Blas, have all the petrol pumps brought? Get everyone over here except the lookouts on the other side, then pass out the shovels.
Si, senor.
Looks like I underestimated them when I said they didn't have intelligence.
What do you mean?
I said if they wanted to get across, they'd have to have rafts. And that's just what they've got. Those leaves are their rafts.
Even as he spoke, the leaves went tumbling down the far bank by the thousands. The current drew them away from the bank, and each leaf was crawling with ants.
Don't worry, Commissioner. I've still got a trick up my sleeve.
The water!
The ditch is drying up. Of course it's drying up. That's the plan. Those are the orders I sent to the dam.
Are you mad? As soon as it's empty, what's to prevent the ants from... Look, the water's way down. It's almost dry. They'll be able to come across the bottom.
They'll not make it if the man at the dam carries out his orders. He should have opened the gates again by now.
To flood the ants?
Right.
Oh, what a chance to take. If anything should happen, don't you...
Here it comes. Here comes the water. Now we'll give the crawlers in the ditch a good ride out into the river. There. Look at them go.
Leiningen's tactics were successful. At first, the violent flow of water at the original depth raced through the ditch, overwhelming leaves and ants and sweeping them along. 3 times the ditch was emptied. 3 times the ants raced across its bottom. And 3 times the rushing water, arriving just in time, carried them away. But the 4th time, as the level dropped nearly to the bottom of the ditch, we waited in vain for the rushing waters, and then...
Senor! What's the matter? What's gone wrong at the dam?
The ants, senor. Just as the man at the dam lowered the water almost to the bottom, the ants attacked. Before he could open the floodgate, he was almost surrounded. He ran. The ants kept coming. They are across the ditch, senor.
Leiningen stood, motionless, absorbing the news of his defeat without a word. Then, simply, he raised his pistol and fired 3 shots into the air. The prearranged signal for all men to retreat, instantly to the second line of defense. A concrete ditch is more than a mile from the point of invasion. Soon after we arrived there, the natives commenced straggling in, silently. Leiningen waited until all of them had gathered. Then he spoke to them.
Well, lads, we won the first round and lost the second. But we'll smash the crawlers yet. Anyone who thinks otherwise can draw his pay and push off. There are rafts enough on the river and plenty of time still to reach them.
I stay, patron.
You stay then?
I stay, senor.
Good. Thank you, lads. And you, Commissioner?
I, can't persuade you to give up the fight, huh?
You cannot.
Then I stay, too.
I knew you would.
Senor, a few of the ants have reached the ditch.
They're trying to get across?
No.
I didn't think they would. There's plenty of food over there for them. My fields, my orchards, my work of 3 years. Ought to last them until morning, anyway.
Yes, we were safe for the moment. But the next morning, the black swarm was solid around us. Their shock troops were hard at work. They were dropping shreds of bark and twigs and leaves into the petrol-filled ditches, forming a floating bridge across the surface of the liquid. Leiningen stood silently watching this operation, and I could see a grudging admiration in his face. Then, after several hours, the attack came. Down the ditch they poured, millions of them, and across the bridge of twigs, rapidly approached the inner side. Leiningen sat motionless, watching them. Leiningen, for the love of God, don't sit there like a statue. They'll be on us in a moment.
Let them fill the ditch first. Now, all right, everyone back from the ditch. Blas, hand me the torch. Our friends like a little heat around them.
Flames from the ditch shot into the air, devouring ants by the millions. It was some time before the petrol burned down to the bed of the ditch. And when it did, the devils came back for more. Again and again, Leiningen fired the ditch to destroy them. But as they returned to the assault time after time, a slow, sickening horror crept into my mind. I looked quickly at Leiningen and then at the petrol tanks. He read my gaze, nodded slowly.
That's right, Commissioner. We could hold them off forever if our supply of petrol was unlimited, but it isn't. We've only got enough to fill the ditch once more.
Leiningen, isn't there a way? Any way at all?
There must be. Yes, there must be a way. Yes.
What is it?
We'll flood the whole plantation.
Flood? But how?
The river's higher than any point except this high ground we're on now. If the river was dammed all the way, it'd overflow that stone breakwater and flood the whole plantation. We've got to close the floodgate at the dam. That'll do it.
You're mad. The dam is more than a mile away, a mile of ants. It's impossible. You'll never get there, let alone get back.
That's where you're wrong, Commissioner. I'll get there and I'll get back. take care of things while I'm gone, eh?
I watched him as he calmly pulled on high leather boots, drew gauntlets over his hands, and stuffed the spaces between breeches and boots, gauntlets and arms, with petrol-soaked rags. He shielded his eyes with close-fitting mosquito goggles and plugged his nostrils and ears with cotton. Then the natives drenched his clothes with petrol. Bloss, who acted as doctor to the men, smeared a salve over him. And finally, Leiningen was ready. And he stood surveying the course he must take to the dam. I sensed a sudden calm.
As I stood near the ditch ready for the run, I realized this was as it should be. I, Leiningen, would meet the ants and defeat them, or be defeated by them. Leiningen versus the ants. Yes, it was right that it should be like this. But now there was no more time for thought, only action. I took a deep breath, then bounded across the ditch and among the ants. I ran in long, equal strides with one thought, one sensation in my being. I must get through. I dodged all trees and shrubs. Except for the split seconds my soles touched the ground, the ants would have no opportunity to light on me. I ran on. I was halfway to the dam before I felt ants under my clothes and a few on my face. I struck at them mechanically, scarcely conscious of their bites. The dam drew toward me slowly. The distance grew less. Less. Finally, only 100 yards away. 50. Then I was there. I gripped the ant-covered wheel, but hardly had I seized it when a horde of ants flowed over my hands and arms. I strained, but slowly the wheel turned. Turned more. Floodgate was swinging, slowly shut. And then it was shut. And the water was rising behind the breakwater, closer to the top. Closer. Then it was spilling over. The flooding of the plantation had begun. I let go of the wheel. Started back through the ants. For the first time I realized I was coated from head to foot with the fiends. Tongues of fire stabbed me as they bit into my flesh. I almost lost my head with the pain as I ran, knocking ants from my body, brushing them from my bloody face, and then one bit me just below the rim of my goggles. Managed to tear it away. The agony of the bite and its venom drilled into the eye nerves. I saw now through circles of fire into a milky mist. I was almost blinded, but I knew that if I tripped and fell, I ran on, my heart pounding as if it would burst, blood roaring in my ears, a giant's fist battering my lungs. Then I could see dimly that wall of flame at the ditch. Oh, but it was too far away. I couldn't last half that distance. I stumbled. I fell. I felt myself being swarmed over, devoured. Tried to rise. A great weight. Then suddenly the vision of the half-devoured stag in my brain. 6 minutes, then nothing but bones. I couldn't let that happen to me. I couldn't die like that. To my feet. My feet. I dragged myself forward. Toward the flame. The ditch. Ring of flame. Closer now. Only a little farther. 10 steps. 8. 5.
It seemed we had waited for hours, when all at once, through the blazing ring around us, an apparition hurtled and fell full length on the ground. It was Leiningen, alive with ants, unconscious with glazing eyes and lacerated face. We rushed to him, stripped off his clothes, and tore at the ants that covered him. His body seemed almost one open wound. In one place, I could see a white bone. Later, as the curtain of flame lowered, I looked out where that blanket of ants had been and saw only a vast expanse of water covering the entire plantation and working its way to within a few feet of the concrete ditch. The ants were gone, drowned, and Leiningen had won. He lay on his bed, his body swathed from head to foot with bandages, but alive and still in command.
Everything in order?
Everything's in order.
I told you I'd come back. Even if I am a bit streamlined.
He grinned, shut his eyes. He slept.
Escape was directed this week by Richard Sandville, and tonight brought you Leiningen versus the Ants by Carl Stevenson, adapted for radio by Robert Reif, with Tudor Owen as Leiningen and Gerald Moore as the commissioner. Music conducted by Wilbur Hatch. Next week,
you are standing at the doorway of the cabin on Cashier Creek. Up on the ridge, the bloodhounds have caught your scent. And between you and a fortune, between you and escape, yawn the white jaws of a deadly snake, a cottonmouth moccasin.
Next week, we escape with Irvin S. Cobb's ironic story, Snake Doctor. Be with us next week at this same time when once again we offer you Escape. Ethelbert, Ann, and Casey will be along in a few moments with tonight's crime photographer drama entitled Sellout. All year long, Casey, crime photographer, has been one of radio's top rating shows. You're sure to enjoy the proceedings coming up over most of these same CBS stations. Tip Corning speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
August 4th, 1949, Escape. We'll hear that episode of Casey, Crime Photographer coming up in a few moments. But first, let's talk about what we have coming up the week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Tomorrow, Milton Berle and a salute to the great outdoors on the Milton Berle Show. The Great Gildersleeve as Gildy Gets Fired. Willard Waterman stars as the big man. Gunsmoke starring William Conrad, Sweet and Sour. And Raymond Burr as Captain Lee Quince in Fort Laramie from 70 years ago. And we'll have another episode of Claudia. That's all tomorrow. Coming up on Thursday, Jeff Regan investigator Frank Graham, Frank Nelson, Joe DeSantis under arrest, Dick Culmer in Boston Blackie, and I Was a Communist for the FBI starring Dana Andrews. On Friday, Mystery in the Air starring Peter Lorre, The Marvelous Barastro. Sam Spade starring Howard Duff from 1949, Have Gun Will Travel, and Viva, and Casey Crime Photographer, Death in Lover's Lane. On Saturday, the Chase and Sanborn Hour, Edgar Berg and Charlie McCarthy. We'll also hear from Nelson Eddy, who is a special guest. We'll have an episode of Romance, and X-1, The Scapegoat. On Sunday, Quiet Please, Dragnet, Adventures of Frank Merriwell, and A Confession. On Monday, Lights Out, Frontier Gentleman, Crime and Peter Chambers and Crime Classics. And a week from today, we will hear Abbott and Costello, the CBS Radio Workshop, Escape, and Philip Marlowe. That's the week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Tudor Owen, by the way, who starred in that episode of Escape, you probably don't recognize him doing a serious role. He was Pat Novak's drunk ex-doctor friend Jocko Madigan in Pat Novak for Hire with Jack Webb. Also in Johnny Madero, Pier 23. And he basically was humorous for a lot of these roles. In this lead role, it certainly wasn't. And then he ended up doing some voice work in movies and in television. Tudor Owen having his big dramatic role here. 101 Dalmatians. Yes, he did voice work during that as well. Alrighty, we roll on here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox by going on to the next show. As we mentioned, Escape was on at 9 o'clock. At 9:30, crime photographer. That's next.
Alert Americans will heed history's lessons. Throughout history, surprise has had a leading role in military disasters. Today, an enemy capable of surprise air attack could leave chaos in his wake. That's why you should be in the Civilian Ground Observer Corps, volunteering a few hours a week to guard our skies. Be a ground observer. Contact your local civilian defense office.
Now Staats Cotsworth as crime photographer. 77 years ago, August 4th, 1949. Was Casey involved in a murder?
Philip Morris presents Crime Photographer. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling to wake up fresh with no cigarette hangover. Yes, you'll be glad tomorrow you smoked Philip Morris today. Good evening. This is Ken Roberts greeting you for Philip Morris and inviting you to listen to another adventure of Casey, crime photographer, ace cameraman who covered the crime news of a great city. Written by Alonzo Dean Cole, our adventure for tonight, Sellout. Early afternoon, the Blue Note Cafe. Its door opens, and from the rain-washed street...
Hello, Ethelbert.
Oh, hello, Miss Williams. Hey, you look kind of drowsy.
I feel that way. Please get me a cup of coffee.
Sure. Looks to me like this rain's gonna keep up all day.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Walter, 1 cup of coffee. Where's Casey?
Over at the office. Getting $15,000, we hope.
He'll keep himself dry over at the... Getting $15,000.
Oh, trying to get it. With the help of our not-too-esteemed city editor.
Well, what's Casey done that Mr. Burke should help him get 15 grand?
Some very important undercover work, Ethelbert, in which I lent some small assistance.
What do you mean?
Very confidentially. We've turned up an exclusive story that should blow this town wide open. But the Morning Express will have to give us the money to pay for it.
Oh, I see.
Oh, if our managing editor was in town, we'd get the money without any trouble, but he's away on vacation, and Talbot, the new assistant of his, is a tightwad.
Thanks, Walter. Here's your coffee, Miss Williams.
Oh, thanks. And Casey and Brick may have a hard time selling him.
Talbot's the guy who talks funny.
Talks funny?
Yeah.
Oh! You mean his state of Maine accent?
Maine, where he's from?
Around Portland, I think. And like most real Yankees, he knows how to nurse a dollar. And since he's in charge of the paper's money right now...
Say, what is this story that's big enough for a 15-gram payoff, huh?
That, Ethelbert, is top secret at the moment. And too dangerous a secret for us to pass along even to you.
Look here, Mr. Talbot. This story will be one of the hottest circulation getters the Morning Express has ever had. Burke here agrees with that.
I certainly do. Talbot, such an expose of political rottenness will...
Mr. Burke, I agree with you and Casey, but you're asking me to risk a large amount of this paper's money for an unknown quantity.
Mr. Talbot, I've told you that...
All you've told me, Casey, is that for $15,000, a man in confidence of Harry Fitzroy, the gang leader, will supply you with evidence that a number of important city officials receive a regular payoff from Fitzroy. But you give me no assurance the evidence will be sound.
You have my assurance it'll be sound.
Well, who is it that's selling out?
Well, I told you. His name has got to be kept out of this.
Casey gave his word, Talbot. And the reason he has valuable sources of information among crooks is that he keeps his word.
Thanks, Burke.
Nevertheless, where I come from, we're taught never to buy a pig in a poke. So before I sanction any payment of $15,000, I want to know exactly what I'm getting.
You mean you want me to...
Full details, Casey, or no sale.
Talbot, another paper may get this story if we wait.
That's all, Mr. Burke.
It isn't all. I'll go over your head, Talbot.
Over my head?
You're darn right I
Hold
will.
your neck in, Burke. I didn't say I wouldn't tell the big brass here about him if I had to.
It seems I have to. All right. Strictly between the three of us only. The guy who's selling out is Squint Hummel.
Squint Hummel, eh?
Yeah, Bert.
He's very prominent in the Fitzroy gang.
So you've learned something about our town in the short time you've been here, Mr. Talbot?
I've endeavored to apply myself. Now, when and where are you to get the information from Hummel?
Tonight. And to meet him at 9 o'clock in an isolated beach house on McBurney's Point. He'll turn over an envelope to me with a list of the city officials who take dough from Fitzroy. And with complete data on where, when, and for what services they take it.
I'll double column it on the front page, exposing only a few of the crooked politicos each day. We can string the thing out for weeks.
Yeah, and with exclusive pictures that I'll get.
Yeah, would be great stuff, all right. Now, you'll simply go into this McBurney's Point beach house, Casey, and walk in?
Oh, no. And to identify myself by blinking my car lights 3 times. And if everything's all clear, Hummel will switch off his porch light.
Aren't you taking a chance and going out there alone with $15,000?
Hummel won't attempt to double-cross Mr. Talbot. I trust him that much. All right, now, do I get the money?
Yes, I'll sign an order for you to the cashier.
Swell.
Gonna be in cash?
Of course, Casey, but can I trust you that much?
That louse Talbot. Annie, he as much as said that he didn't trust me with the paper's money.
Oh, forget about Talbot, Casey. He's just a little man who's temporarily in a big job. When our real boss comes back from his vacation...
Boy, will I tell him what I think of his stuffed shirt assistants.
Okay, you tell him.
Annie, you know, I shouldn't be bringing you out here to meet Hummel.
And we've gone over that till I'm sick of it. Now,
Well-
Casey, please remember it was I who gave you the idea that Squint Hummel might sell out on Fitzroy. I have every right to be around when he delivers.
Sure. But this McBurney's Point is such a lonely spot, eh?
So what?
Well, I've got $15,000 cash money in my pocket, kid. That much dough is swell bait for a stick-up.
Well, who knows you have it?
No, just jittery, I guess. Here's the beach house.
Yeah. And the porch light is on.
Yeah, which means he's on the lookout for us. All right, I'll give him the headlight flashes we agreed on. 1, 2. There, that's 3 of them.
His porch light just went out.
That's the all clear. All right, Annie, you stay in the car. While I go in and make this trade.
I'm not staying in the car. I'm in on this payoff.
I come out in the rain and get soaked.
I've been out in the rain all day.
Now watch your step going up to the house, eh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't see a thing.
Neither can I.
And that foghorn gives me the creeps, Casey.
Wait, I hear someone. That you, Squint?
Casey! Who are you? Now, don't hit me! Casey? Oh, speak to me, Casey. Oh, you're breathing, Casey.
Hello, Annie.
You're alive.
I don't know about that. What happened?
Someone hit us. I don't know who. You first and then me.
I remember now. We were walking towards Squint Hummel's in the dark.
And now we're in a car, and it's our car. We're not on a beach, and this isn't McBurney's Point.
Oh, big trees all around us here. Annie.
What?
$15,000 is not in my pocket.
Casey.
That's why we were slugged that lousy double-crosser Hummel.
He took the paper's money.
Sure, and I was sap enough to think that he...
Casey!
What?
In the back of the car. Look.
Holy. It's Squint Hummel. With a bullet hole between his eyes. Get around the back seat of this crate.
Oh, he went almost knee-deep in mud.
Never mind the mud. Yeah, there are 2 other bullet holes in Squint's chest. Whoever shot him did a thorough job.
Why?
Body's still warm. Let's see it.
Oh, no, you shouldn't go through his pockets like that. Not until the police...
yes, I should when I've lost $15,000. No. Dough isn't on him. Neither is the envelope he was going to give us.
You mean the dope on Fitzroy?
You get the picture, Ann? Fitzroy got wise to Hummel's sellout. So he has his rod shoot Hummel. He takes the information that he has written out for us, and they wait for us to show up, and they take our 15 grand as well. As a final touch, we're dumped into our own car along with Squint's body and driven into this mud hole.
Why were we driven here and left?
Annie, you're not out of your daze yet. Hummel's body is in my car. A car I can't move out of this mud. And if I moved the body, this back seat would still be covered with blood. I'm framed for Hummel's murder.
Casey. And a man like Talbot will believe that you killed Hummel so you could keep that $15,000.
Sure. After getting a load of his suspicions, the cops would think I meant to ditch Hummel's body somewhere in these woods and then keep on driving. He'll figure I got stuck in this mud hole by accident.
Well, I can tell him
Wait a minute, kid. Wake up. You're in this as deep as I am.
Casey.
Let me look around in here. Fitzroy made this frame really good.
That gun.
Look at that. 3 empty shells. The gat's still warm. Hey, Squint Hummel must have been shot here just now. And somebody in the neighborhood may have heard the shots.
Look, Casey.
Huh?
That bobbing light up the road.
I see it. Somebody carrying a lantern. Annie, get out of this car. We gotta meet him and head him off. He mustn't have a chance to see the body.
No, we must have time to think this out.
Say, kid, we are in a jam.
Hi, down there.
Hi, yourself.
You folks in any trouble?
No trouble.
Oh, no.
Out for a walk on a bad night like this?
Yeah, we like the rain.
Must have a car parked someplace.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Didn't get stuck in the mud, did you?
Oh, no.
No, the car's all right.
Say, I didn't make you out till I got this close, mister. Guess you didn't find that telephone.
Telephone?
I told you there was one at the Beeman place.
You told me I'd find a telephone at the Beeman place?
Don't tell me you don't remember that.
Mister, I never saw you before.
We haven't been to your house.
He was. About 10 minutes ago, lady, but I didn't see you.
I don't like this at all, Annie. Look at me close, Mr.
Mosley's the name.
Okay, Mr. Mosley. Look at me close. I'm the guy you saw before?
Well, you got on the same hat and raincoat, same size, and you got mud up to your knees.
Look at my face.
I couldn't see your face before. You had your collar up and your hat pulled down.
Annie, you get it?
I'm afraid so.
You're the same feller, all right, only now I ain't so sure that you're a boss man.
What man?
Like I said when we talk at the door of my house.
Annie, up the road.
A car coming.
With a police searchlight on. That's a prowl car. Oh, brother, now we're in for it.
Casey, what are we going to do?
Hey, who are you people?
You know me, Officer Bannon.
Oh, hello, Mosley. Just got a radioed report of gunshots. Know anything about them?
I heard them, too. Glad to see you drive up here, Officer Bannon. I think these folks need investigating.
Now, look here.
Where's your car, mister?
We may as well face it, Casey.
Yeah. All right, my car's stuck in a mud hole back there, officer. You'll find a dead man in it.
A dead man?
But we can explain.
Put your arms over your head.
That's right, Bannon. Put your gun onto
The
them.
sooner you get Captain Logan of Homicide out here, the sooner you can relax your grip on that shooting iron.
Captain Logan knows us very well.
I'll bet he does, and the commissioner will be a friend of yours, too.
Well, if you don't believe me, get on that prowl car radio of yours and call
Officer
headquarters.
Bannon, there's another car coming.
Yes, I see. Hey, you in that sedan. Who are you? What are you doing here?
This is for you, copper.
Officer Bannon's been shot. I'm getting out of here.
Rest of you. Don't move or you'll get it too.
Hey, the old guy, where did he go?
He got away among those trees. Anyway, those two are the chumps we want.
What? You want us?
And how? Hand over that envelope you got from Hummel, Casey.
Hey, you're Ed Stark, one of Fitzroy's mob.
Where's that stuff?
You think I got something from Hummel?
Yeah.
I don't get this.
Oh, Casey, we thought...
Will you hand it over? Or shall we find it? The hard way for you.
Starky, I didn't get any stuff from Hummel.
Yeah, that's the way you want it.
Work him over,
Don't hit him with that gun. Oh!
You'll get the same, sister, if you don't come clean.
That's a promise. Now, where's the stuff Squint Hummel gave you? And where is Hummel?
Think back. Think back. This morning, did you wake up with cigarette hangover? That stale, musty, smoked-out taste in your mouth. Cigarette hangover. That tight, dry, uncomfortable feeling in your throat. Yes, that's what takes the joy out of smoking. And when that happens to you, it's time to change to Philip Morris. Remember, Philip Morris is the one, the only cigarette proved definitely less irritating, definitely milder than any other leading brand. That fact is recognized by eminent medical authorities. No other cigarette can make that statement. Remember, top-ranking doctors, eminent nose and throat specialists actually suggest Philip Morris in cases of irritation due to smoking. That's why we say, if you're tired of cigarette hangover, join the millions and change to Philip Morris. You, too, will discover in Philip Morris a milder smoke, a fresher, cleaner smoke than you've ever known before. And now, back to Casey, crime photographer.
I've looked everywhere, Starkey, including the body of the cop I knocked off. The envelope just ain't on nowhere.
I told you, men, we never saw any envelope.
Shut up. Sure you gave Casey's car a thorough going overboard?
You saw me do it.
Yeah. That boss isn't going to like this.
Boss or no boss, we gotta get out of here. That old guy who got away may have phoned the cops by now.
Casey's still out cold. Lift him into your car. Drop him in the back seat.
Okay.
Where are you taking him?
You'll find out, Miss Williams, because you're going to the same place.
What are you going to do?
Make you tell us where you hid that stuff after Casey killed Hummel?
He didn't kill Hummel.
You told us a lot of bushwar. Casey's in, Starkey.
And you get in, sister. In front.
All right.
You drive, Bull.
We're on our way.
Head for the Blossom Street hideout. I'll phone the boss from there.
He's going to be awful sore because we didn't find his stuff, Starkey.
Yeah, bringing him Casey and his gal, aren't we? He's lucky we have that much on the short notice he gave us.
Well, he got that phone tip on such a short notice.
Fitzroy? Got a phone tip?
Yeah. There's no harm in telling you anything, sister, since you won't tell anyone else. Some guy who wouldn't give his name phoned the boss around 9 o'clock and spilled your whole setup.
He told Fitzroy that you'd find us where you did find it?
That's why we went there.
But we expected to find Squint Hummel alive. You and Casey worked too fast for us.
You didn't go first to McBurney's Point?
McBurney's Point?
Why should we have gone there?
Now, look here. If you're telling the truth, somebody's double-crossed Fitzroy and you, as Casey and I have been double-crossed. Now, please, believe me.
If we did, or the boss does, you won't be any better off.
What?
You and this sleeper back here saw us shoot a cop tonight.
And we ain't giving you no chance to talk about it.
We'll make our chance.
Hey, Bull, he's got my gun.
Yeah, now blast your head off, Bull. You take your hands off that wheel. Straighten this car.
Okay. Playing possum back there.
That's right. I was just waiting for Stark to get careless.
Oh, you...
Don't move, Stark. All right, now, Bull, stop the car.
Okay.
And take his gun.
You bet. I've got it.
Get out on the road, you birds.
Get out.
You heard me.
Casey, aren't you going to take them to the police?
You're throwing the clink ourselves for the murder of Squint Hummel?
Well,
we can't do nothing to us.
Oh, yes, I can. I can give you what you gave me.
Hey, don't hit me when I come to... Don't.
Sure is nice to be on the sending end for a change.
Gee, you're hitting so hard, Casey.
Not too hard. Lie quiet there, and the cops pick him up.
But you just said that we couldn't...
We couldn't take him to a precinct station. That's true, but I can and will phone from one of the nearest drugstore.
Without saying who you are.
Yeah, I'll get back in their car. Annie, we're leaving here.
Okay. Where do we go after you phone the cops to get those guys?
We'll go on the lam, kid, until we can deliver the real killer of Squint Hummel.
Well, how are you going to find him? We have no idea who he is.
Annie, old man Mosley saw the killer. The guy who wore a raincoat and a hat like mine. Now, that was part of the frame-up. To place me, definitely, at the scene of the murder.
Well, but who had any motive to frame you and me outside of Fitzroy? You heard what those gunmen told me.
Yeah, that they didn't go to McBurney's Point. And that Fitzroy knew nothing about Hummel's promised sellout to us until he got an anonymous phone tip. Nuts, it doesn't make sense.
Well, I think the whole thing just happened as it did, Casey.
Wait a minute, there's a drugstore. After I phone the nearest precinct station and tell them where to pick up those Fitzroy Red Hots, I'm going to call Logan.
Well, Casey, Captain Logan's cop first and a friend afterwards. Now, if you give him an inkling of where he can find it...
Well, I won't, yes. But I think you'll put friendship first for, well, maybe a little while. I hope so. Okay, I don't see any cops around. Now, you stay in this car, Annie, and keep your face out of sight.
Yeah, all right. But, Casey, we can't stay on the lam for very long.
No, I'm afraid not, kid. You, at least, aren't the type.
Casey, where are you phoning from?
I've already said I won't tell you, Logan.
You know I can put a tracer on this call.
I'll be gone from here before then. Now, look, pal. Do you believe the story I've just told you?
Yes, I'm sap enough to believe it. But I'm only one cop in a big department. And aside from the circumstantial evidence, that old guy Mosley nails you tight to the murder. Casey, you and Miss Williams come down to headquarters and give yourselves up.
After you just said I'm nailed tight for something I didn't do?
We're sure to get you, pal. Every precinct's alerted for you, and there are a lot of tough precinct cops who might not handle you with gloves on. I'll make things as easy as I can. If you come down here, well, I'll help you.
Ann and I need your help before we come down, Logan. She at least isn't going to be locked in one of your crummy cells if I can help her.
You know, Casey,
I'm not going to ask for help you can't give. Where's Mosley?
We're holding him as material witness for his own safety.
Well, I want you to send Mosley home.
But, Casey, the Fitzroy gang don't like witnesses. They'd bump off old Mosley.
Logan, I sent a carload of precinct men to pick up the killers of that cop.
Well, that's news.
Now, I'm delivering them to you. In return, I want Mosley at his home.
Why?
Well, I can't talk to him very freely at headquarters.
You can't change his story that he saw you after those shots.
Give me a chance to try. Look, pal, you can guard Mosley yourself while I talk to him. Keep all other cops away.
Okay, Casey. But the moment you come into Mosley's house, I'm placing you under arrest.
All right.
And, Casey,
Yeah?
I want Ann Williams, too.
No. She's no part of our deal.
Casey,
Have handcuffs for one in an hour. So long, pal.
Mr. Casey, I'm just as sure as can be you're the fella come to my door tonight.
Yeah, but Mr. Mosley, you admit you didn't get a good look at that guy's face.
Over and over, he's repeated his positive identification of everything else about you, Casey.
Well, the guy's hands, his feet. Or wasn't there something about him that was different from me? You said his voice.
People can change their voices.
Casey, I've allowed you well over an hour, and you've gotten nowhere.
Yeah, I know. I'm finished, Logan.
I'm glad of that. I'd like to get a little sleep tonight.
We'll be going, Mr. Mosley.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There's one thing that bothers me about you, young feller. I could have sworn you were a boss man.
Boss man?
You said that once before. What do you mean by the boss man?
Well, that's what the folks in the part of New England I come from call the folks that live east of them around Bath, Maine, on account of their way of talking.
Logan, I've got it. I've got it.
Got what?
The answer to this murder frame-up. Logan, if you and Mosley will help me, I'll give you the real killer of Squint Hummel delivered to this house.
A car's pulling up outside.
Yeah, it's his car, Mosley.
Casey, he did fall for that line. You had Mosley hand him over the phone.
I'll say he did.
He's on his way to the door.
We'll get out of sight in that next room, Casey.
Okay, come on.
I'll be covering you, Mr. Mosley, so don't worry.
I ain't worried.
Good morning. I
know who you are. Come in, mister.
You are, Mr. Mosley?
Uh-huh. But you knew that without asking. We met only last night when you come to my door and said you wanted to use telephone.
I'm afraid you're mistaken.
Well, if I'm mistaken, why did you drive way out here to see me at 2 o'clock in the morning, hey?
Because your phone call of an hour ago roused my curiosity. You intimated that you possessed exclusive information about the murder of a man named Hummel.
Let's not beat about the bush, mister. I said over the phone, as I'm going to say now, that the fellow accused of that murder ain't guilty. And I know who is guilty.
Who?
You.
What evidence have you for your accusation?
I'm keeping that to myself until we make a deal.
I'd like you to be more specific.
I'll tell you only this. Unless I'm paid to keep my mouth shut, I can send you to the electric chair. Yep.
Your blackmail proposition is so outspoken, I assume we're quite alone here?
We're alone, mister.
I know something about blackmailers, Mosley. The first payment is never the last. I'm going to pay you nothing.
Hey, what are you doing with that gun?
I'm going to kill you with it.
That's what you think, Talbot.
Casey! Drop that gun, Talbot.
No,
Oh! Neat shot right through his gun hand, Logan.
Oh, you smart guys never learn what chumps they are.
This was a frame-up.
Yeah, and a better one than you tried to pull on me. This one worked.
Let's be going, Talbot.
Wait a minute, Logan. Wait a minute. I'm shooting pictures of this baby first. Yeah. When I turn them into the paper, Talbot, it'll give me pleasure to spread the news that we need a new assistant managing editor.
We'll join our friends in the Blue Note in just a moment. But first, it's a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling to wake up fresh with no cigarette hangover. Yes, that's something more and more smokers who have changed to Philip Morris are discovering every day. Millions of new smokers now enjoying in Philip Morris a milder smoke, a fresher, cleaner smoke than they've ever known before. And for a good reason. For in Philip Morris, they enjoy the one cigarette proved definitely less irritating, definitely milder than any other leading brand. Yes, it's actually suggested by top-ranking doctors, eminent nose and throat specialists in cases of irritation due to smoking. Doesn't it make good sense for you, too, to try Philip Morris? Yes, join the millions and see what a difference it makes. What a pleasure it is to smoke America's finest cigarette. Next time you step up to a cigarette counter, call for Philip Morris. And remember, you'll be glad tomorrow you smoked Philip Morris today.
Them state of Mainers say bath for bath, huh, Casey?
Yeah, a lot of them do, Ethelbert. Especially around the town of Bath or Bath, Maine.
And when Mr. Mosley said he first thought the man who came to his door was a boss man, a light broke in our Mr. Casey's brain.
Yeah, it finally broke after he'd said it several times. And then Talbot was from Maine. He used that broad A. And he was one of the very few people who knew about our setup with Squint Hummel. Well, I figured our new assistant managing editor had gone in for a little murder.
I can't understand why a fellow with a swell job like he had did what he did for only $15,000.
Well, that was only incidental. A part of the frame on us.
What do you mean, Miss Williams?
Well, Talbot had $1 million blackmail scheme, and with the evidence Hummel was to sell us, he planned to shake down Fitzroy and all the crooked politicians on his payroll.
I see. But now the cops have that evidence.
Mm-hmm. And it'll be used to send Fitzroy and a lot of his trained SEALs to jail.
Also, the cops got back the papers $15,000.
There's one thing I still don't get, Casey.
What's that, pal?
Why did Talbot make that anonymous phone call to Fitzroy and tip him about Hummel's sellout?
To make his perfect crime more perfect.
If Fitzroy's gunman had killed us, everybody'd think that we'd killed Hummel and taken it on the lam.
And no one would have ever suspected Talbot.
Gee, we've sure missed you around here.
Would you really now, pal?
Well, that reminds me, Casey, there's a little matter of $13.20 that's overdue.
Annie, come on. We're on the lam again.
Friends, remember this. If you're tired of cigarette hangover, call for the one cigarette that gives you a milder, fresher, cleaner smoke. Yes, from now on... Good night, Johnny. See you next Thursday, same time, same station, when Philip Morris again will present another exciting adventure of Casey, crime photographer. Until then... Smoke a pipe? You get real solace, comfort, and pleasure from Revelation. Plus smooth burning. Plus a swell aroma. Revelation pipe tobacco is a revelation in smoking pleasure. Only 15 cents. Try Revelation. Crime Photographer, starring Staats Cotsworth as Casey, is produced and directed by John Dietz. It is written by Alonzo Dean Cole and is based on the fictional character of Flash Gun Casey, created by George Harmon Cox. Original music by Cy Fewer, and the program features Jan Miner as Anne and John Gibson as Ethelbert. Herman Chittison is the Blue Note pianist, and this is Ken Roberts saying good night for Philip Morris, America's finest cigarette. This is CBS, where 99 million people gather every week. The Columbia Broadcasting System.
"77 years ago, August 4th, 1949, Crime Photographer here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Upcoming next, The World of Tomorrow, Dimension X.
Ladies and gentlemen, last year's traffic death toll was 37,500, a 7% increase over 1950. The National Safety Council believes that the best way to promote safety on the road is for each of us to know and obey traffic laws, to read and heed traffic signs. So be careful. The life you save may be your own.
Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox continues now with science fiction. As we go back 76 years to August 4th, 1950, Dimension X and the tale of Perigis Wonderful Dolls.
Wheaties presents Dimension X. Adventures in time and space, transcribed in future tense. Dimension X. On stage tonight, Dimension X, another in the Wheaties' big parade of exciting half-hour presentations.
I'm thinking of a girl. Very pleasant person, very attractive, too. She has cool hands, a nice voice, and a gentle manner. She's crisp and efficient, but she needs help badly. She's the American nurse, and her problem is this. There just aren't enough like her to go around. Not enough nurses for the hundreds of important nursing careers now open in hospitals, industry, research, the armed forces, and private duty. Now, you may not know the girl I mentioned, but perhaps you know someone very much like her. A young girl with at least a high school diploma, of good health and character. If you do, tell her this. America needs 50,000 student nurses this year. Tell her you think she might be one of them. If she agrees, have her stop in at the hospital nearest to her. She'll never regret it, and neither will you.
Now, tonight's adventure into the world of the unknown, the world of Dimension X. The doll shop stood on a quiet Washington side street, not too far from the sprawling Pentagon building. A woman and a child waited outside, the little girl peering eagerly through the window at the dolls inside, and the woman glancing impatiently at her wristwatch, as if expecting someone who was late for an appointment. And there was nothing about the doll shop to warn them that they were waiting to keep an appointment with doom.
Oh, Mommy, look!
Yes, what is it, dear?
In the window of the shop, the tiny dolls. Oh, Mommy, do you think Daddy will buy me one?
Well, we'll ask him when he comes, dear. He said 3 o'clock on this corner.
I see him, Mommy. There he is.
Oh, Henry, here we are.
Hello, dear.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late.
Well, we've been waiting for you. Cindy's been
So I'm afraid I'll have to call off the shopping, Alma.
Oh, Henry, we promised.
Yes, I know.
Cindy.
I'm sorry. It's just one of those things. You've been the wife of an Army colonel long enough to know his life isn't his own.
What is it this time?
Oh, some more of that flying sphere nonsense. The pilot who says he sighted it last month crashed and was killed today, so the general wants a full report.
Dear, what next?
Daddy.
We'll have a staff meeting at the Pentagon at 3:15.
Daddy, look in this window.
I haven't time, dear.
Just for a minute, Daddy, please.
Cindy, I haven't time to stop and watch a bunch of 6-inch dolls parading around in the shop. Say, they are lifelike, aren't they? Look at that, Alma. Dolls are marching around like a regular review. They've even got their own little band.
Henry, your staff meeting.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I've got to run. Now, look, don't go spending a lot of money on that nonsense, Alma.
No, dear.
Bye.
Bye, dear.
Bye, Cindy.
Bye, Daddy. Oh, Mommy, look. Look, the band's going to play.
Aren't they wonderful, honey? You know, it's funny. I must have stood on this corner 1,000 times, and I've never even noticed this shop before.
Good evening, children.
Oh, well, Well, good evening.
Mommy, he talks awful funny.
Hush, Cindy.
Would you like to step inside the shop of Santor Perigi?
Well, yes, we would.
This way.
Oh, Mommy, it's like fairyland.
Here in the shop of Santor Perigi, creator of Perigi's Universal Wonderful Dolls, the world of adult reality is blended with the world of child's fantasy.
This is a new shop, isn't it, Mr. Perigi?
What is new and what is old? Come, this way. Would you like to meet one of my little ones?
Oh, yes.
This one in the red jacket is Toto. Speak, little one.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Mommy, he talks. The doll talks.
Amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
That is nothing for Perigi's Wonderful Dolls. Listen, sing, Toto. Sing for the little girl.
My name is Toto.
Cindy, listen.
Sing, Toto.
Men are big and tall. Dolls are very small. When men begin to fall, the dolls will roll them all.
Oh, more, Mr. Toto, more.
Well, how do they work, Mr. Perigi?
How do they work? Ah, that is the secret of the great Perigi, greatest of all doll masters. To make an ordinary doll is nothing. To make a perfect replica, that is something. But to make a doll with intelligence, that is the work of an artist, huh?
Well, yes. Well, they must be very expensive.
Madame, when I construct a doll like Toto, I cannot bear to be parted from him permanently. So instead of selling, I rent my little people.
You rent dolls?
Precisely. $10. I have but one request. When you grow tired of my dolls, you must return to me in good condition.
Oh, Mommy, could we take him home?
Take him home. Take him home. Take him home.
Oh, look, Mommy, look. He's bowing and dancing. Oh, Mommy, he wants to come. Please, I'll take such good care of it, please.
Well, honey, we'll have to deal with your father later, but... Well...
Oh, Mommy!
All right, wrap him up, Mr. Perigi. Oh, dear, I have a feeling when your father comes home, we'll be sorry.
Be sorry. Be sorry. Be sorry. Be sorry.
Now, Toto, this is my room, and you're going to sleep right here next to my pillow. Oh, Toto, don't laugh like that. I'm going to have to teach you some manners. You be quiet, because my daddy will be home soon, and he's a colonel in the army, and he'll bust you to private if you don't behave. Now, you wait here. I'm going to introduce you to my puppy dog, Mr. Blister. So be good now. Here, Blister. Here, Blister. Come on, Blister. Come here. Mr. Blister, now this is Toto. Oh, dear, I don't think Mr. Blister likes you, Toto. Stop it, Mr. Blister. Come over here and shake hands with Toto, Mr. Blister. Come on now. Blister, let him go. Let go. Let go.
Cindy, Mr. Blister, come over here. Why, what happened, dear?
Mr. Blister tried to bite my doll. Look how frightened Toto is.
Dolls don't get frightened, Cindy.
But he is, Mommy. He screamed.
You just imagined it, honey.
But he did. He did.
Well, Mr. Blister didn't mean it. You know he's the gentlest little pup alive.
He isn't. He's nasty and I hate him.
Cindy, you hurt his feelings.
I don't care. He tried to bite my new doll, and I don't ever want to see him again. Ever.
Oh, dear. All right, Mr. Blister, you come downstairs with me. Come on now. Cindy's angry at you tonight.
I'll kill him.
Why, Cindy, where did you hear a thing like that?
Toto said it.
Well, I see. Well, you've had an exciting day, honey. You brush your teeth now and go to bed. Daddy's coming home late, so we'll see you in the morning. Hmm? Good night, darling. Sleep well.
I hate him, Mr. Toto. I hate him.
Morning, Alma. Breakfast ready?
Just a minute. How was the staff meeting last night, dear?
Oh, horrible bore as usual. Where's the little one?
Up in her room. She'll be down in a minute.
Oh, say, remind me to take some papers back to the War Department, will you? I left them in my strong box.
Henry?
Hmm?
You told me it was against regulations to bring secret papers home.
Well, I had to finish some work for the old man. Nobody will ever know the difference.
Well, I suppose not. Oh, dear, would you feed the puppy before we sit down? His bowl's under the sink.
Where is he? That's funny. Here's his supper from last night, only half eaten.
Getting fussy.
Blister? Here, Blister. Blister! Where the dickens is that mutt?
Maybe he's on the back porch.
Maybe. Here, Blister. Here, Blister. Alma.
What is it, dear?
Alma, look.
Henry. Is he?
Yes, he's dead.
But how? What happened?
From the looks of it, he might have been poisoned.
Poisoned? Who on earth would do a thing like that to an innocent little pup?
I don't know. Let's see his dish.
Oh, Henry.
I don't understand this at all. Say, what's this?
What's what?
Well, look, there are pieces of broken glass in his food. Blue glass.
Glass? Glass. Henry.
Huh?
Well, I just remembered something.
What?
It may just be coincidence, but in the bathroom this morning...
What about the bathroom?
Cindy's blue glass, you know, the one with the Mickey Mouse on it.
Mm-hmm.
It was broken, Henry. I found pieces in the wastebasket. I meant to ask her about it.
Oh, Alma, for heaven's sake, you aren't suggesting that our little girl... Why, she loved Blister more than anyone.
Not last night, she didn't.
Why not?
Well, he went after Toto.
Well, who's Toto?
Oh, her new doll.
You bought her one of those dolls?
Well, I just rented it.
Rented it?
Yes.
Look, Alma,
Oh, no.
Oh, well, all right. What's this got to do with Blister?
He went for the doll, and Cindy... Well, Cindy said... Henry, she said she'd kill him.
What? Well, that's ridiculous.
It's true.
Good heavens, a 9-year-old child putting ground glass in dog food? She'd have to be a monster.
Mommy.
Now, don't say anything. I'll talk to her.
Good morning, dear.
Morning, Mommy.
Morning.
Daddy.
Hello.
What's the matter?
Nothing, Cindy. Sit down, dear.
Yes, sir.
Cindy, your mother tells me you broke your blue drinking glass.
Oh, no, I didn't break it.
Now, Cindy.
I didn't.
Well, now somebody broke it. It wasn't your mother and it wasn't me.
Well, then it must have been Toto.
Cynthia.
Cindy, you know Toto was only a doll. Now, a doll couldn't have broken your glass, could he? Well?
But he must have done it, Daddy.
Cindy, you know how Daddy feels about little girls who tell untruths. Now, did you break your glass and maybe accidentally get some pieces into Mr. Blister's dish to sort of punish him for biting your doll?
Oh, no, Daddy.
I'd hate to think you'd done something you knew was wrong and you were blaming it on a doll.
What's the matter with Mr. Blister? Is he sick?
He's dead, Cindy.
Oh, no, he can't be dead. He isn't dead, Daddy. No, he isn't. He isn't. Mommy,
Yes, dear.
but he'll come back. He has to come back.
No, he won't come back, honey.
Not ever.
No, Cindy, not ever.
Now that we've told you, Cindy, do you want to change your mind about the glass?
Henry, let her alone.
Daddy, you think I killed?
See what you've done. The child feels guilty enough, Henry.
Oh, dear, this is no time for feelings to interfere.
Feelings don't know any time, Henry. When they come, they just come. You go up to your room, honey. Daddy and I'll be up in just a minute.
I don't want to.
Please, Cindy. We'll be right up. Please? There, that's a good girl. And close the kitchen door behind you.
Mr. Blister's dead. And he isn't coming back. Ever. Daddy thinks it was me, but it was you. It was you!
Dimension X will continue in just a moment.
You know, friends, breakfast of champions is a whole lot more than a phrase written across a package of Wheaties. There's one thing I could tell you. I could tell you that it means champions in the world of sports eat Wheaties. And it's so true. You bet it is. But I've got a better idea, and one I think you'll like. I think perhaps you'd rather get the story from a champion himself, So here is a champion. Will you introduce him, Ed Prentice?
Now, young man, will you tell us what you do for a living? I pitch. You what? Pitch. You know, baseball. To have a baseball team, you have to have a pitcher. I'm a pitcher. I pitch. Oh, yes, I see. And are you on a team? Yes, sir. I'm on the Cleveland Indians. Cleveland Indians, What is your name, young man? I'm Bob Feller. And you know it as well as I do, Ed. Sure I do, Bob. It's good to see you. This makes your 14th season playing with the Indians, doesn't it? Yep, Ed. 14 years. Well, tell me, Bob, how long have you been eating Wheaties? Oh, about 20 years, give or take a couple. You mean you started eating Wheaties before you started playing ball? Why, of course. What's so strange about that? Most people start eating Wheaties before they get to playing ball. In fact, most people never start playing baseball. You don't have to be a ball player to enjoy the lift you get from Wheaties with milk and fruit. You're right as rain, Bob. No champ ever said a truer word about Wheaties, breakfast of champions.
Eat your supper, dear.
I'm not hungry.
Cindy, you scarcely touched your lunch.
I don't feel like eating.
Is it Mr. Blister?
Oh, Mama.
Cindy, answer your mother.
Now, Henry, she'll work it out in her own way, dear.
Oh, I don't know. When I was a boy, there was such a thing as discipline. Where this child is being brought up...
Henry.
Well, it's true. There's no respect. Lying. Oh, I don't know. Alma, what's happened to us? We were a nice, peaceful, happy family until you bought that cursed doll.
Now who's blaming things on the doll?
Well, it's true.
Henry. You wanted to get some papers from your strongbox.
What? Oh, yes. Excuse me.
Will you try to eat something, Cindy? Now, darling.
Yes, ma'am.
Alma. Alma.
Yes, Henry. What is it?
Alma, it's gone.
What's gone?
The box. The strong box is gone.
Well, it can't be. The door to your study's always locked, and you and I have the only keys.
I know all that, and I tell you it isn't there.
Well, who would...
I don't know, Alma. Those confidential reports, if they ever get into the wrong hands...
Oh, I warned you about keeping them here.
Oh, what if it ever came out in the open? Can't you see the papers? Army colonel, derelict in duty.
Call the police, Henry.
What, and throw my career in the wastebasket after 17 years? And we've got to find it ourselves.
But it was there when I went in to clean this morning.
Well, what about your key?
Well, it's right here. I always keep it right with me. That's funny.
Oh, no.
But my other keys are all on the ring.
You've lost it.
I don't see how.
Alma, how could you do it?
Henry, please.
Come on, we'll search the house. I can't think of anything else to do.
Oh, dear, you're going to miss your staff meeting.
Well, all right, never mind the meeting. My whole career goes up in smoke if we don't find those reports. Now, somebody get hold of your key and open that room. I know Cindy.
Oh, let the child alone. She's been through enough. You know she wouldn't do a thing like that.
I don't know anything anymore. I don't know my own child. I don't even know you.
Henry.
All I know is that strongbox is gone with papers that are dynamite if the wrong person gets them. The question being who? What's that?
Coming from upstairs.
What's that blasted doll again?
Something must have set it off. I don't know how the mechanism works.
Well, for heaven's sake, let's go up and shut it off.
Right.
Stop it.
How do you do?
Blasted little imp. There.
Henry.
Ever since we've got this thing...
Henry.
What?
Look.
Where? What?
Around the doll's neck. The key. The key to your study.
It was Cindy, after all.
I don't believe it.
Ever since she got this fool doll, she's been acting half insane. First the dog, now this. I think she hates us, Alma.
Henry. Cindy is my child, and I know her. I know she's a good, sensitive little person with no malice in her.
You're just simply refusing to face the facts, dear.
What are you going to do?
I'm going downstairs and have a talk with that young lady. Cindy, you're not telling me the truth.
Oh, yes, I am, Daddy.
Now, all I'm asking is that you tell me the truth. Now, where is it?
I didn't take it, Daddy. Honest, I didn't take it.
I suppose you're going to tell me now that a little 6-inch doll took my strongbox and hid it. Well? Cindy, I'm speaking to you.
I didn't take it, Daddy. You don't understand. Toto did it. Oh, he's terrible awful. He says things. He says he's going to kill everybody.
Oh, Cindy, you're inventing things.
It's true. At night when I'm sleeping, he stands next to my pillow and whispers things to me. Awful things. He told me he'd kill me, too, if I told him.
Alma, I think this child is sick. I think she needs a doctor.
Frightened, Henry. She's trembling like a leaf. Come on, darling. We'll go up to your room.
I don't want to go
Now,
up
honey,
there.
Mommy will stay with you.
I'm afraid. He's up there.
Who, Cindy?
Toto.
Well, he won't be up there for long. Mr. Toto is going right back to Perigis Wonderful Dolls shop before I lose my sanity, which means right now.
Ah, Colonel Grayson. Welcome to the home of Perigis Wonderful Dolls.
Are you Perigi?
Santor Perigi, creator of the universal doll. The doll with the mind. The doll
Yes,
with...
well, I'm returning one of your masterpieces.
Oh? If you will step into the rear of my shop. Now, what is the complaint?
There's no complaint. Here's your doll. Good riddance.
My little Toto, rejected, you found the world of men too filled with hate. We will change all that later on. Return to your comrades in the window, little one. And now, Colonel Grayson?
I think we have no further business, sir.
Ah, but we do, Colonel. Let me see. Here it is. Do you recognize this, Colonel?
That's my strong box.
My little Toto is very clever, sir.
Are you trying to tell me your doll stole that from me?
Let us not say stole. I'm merely keeping it in custody.
What's your game, Perigi?
Blackmail. You give me what I want, I do not ruin your career.
What do you want?
Information. We already know something from the reports of the War Department concerning a certain strange-looking sphere reported by one of your pilots.
What government do you represent?
I represent Perigis Wonderful Dolls, none other.
I'm not so naive, sir.
Perhaps I should explain. Each man hides something from the world. Each man loves something more than life. With the help of my wonderful dolls, I obtain personal information which enables me to control the men who control the world. Men like you.
Hand over that strong box.
I warn you, I have a gun.
Give it to me.
You are being foolish. Put down that walking stick.
Now.
No closer.
Now. Hello. Give me the police. Hello. This is Colonel Henry Grayson. I've just killed a man. Perigis doll shop, corner of 4th and Lexington. The body is in the rear. I'll wait for you. Shut up. Shut up, you little fiend.
Colonel Grayson!
Did I hear you speak?
Colonel Henry Grayson!
Oh, it can't be. I must be going out of my mind. A 6-inch doll. Shut up! Your master's dead.
You are mistaken, Colonel. I, Toto, am the master.
What do you mean?
If you will examine the body of Santo Perigi, you will see that he does not bleed. And he does not bleed, Colonel, because Santo Perigi never lived.
Never lived?
Santo Perigi is a doll.
A doll? But he's a man. He talks. He walks.
The people of Meritrix are skillful doll builders.
Meritrix? Doll builders? Who are you?
I am Xanthus Imperator, commander of the legions of the 3rd planetoid, Meritrix.
Legions? Planetoid?
My people and I, whom you regard as dolls, come from a tiny planet beyond the moon.
What?
So small that it cannot support our population.
That's true.
We landed one of our space spheres on Earth 3 months ago with the intention of colonizing. Unfortunately, one of your pilots intercepted us.
So that's why you wanted our information.
Precisely.
And you are human?
Quite human. Of course, in order to deal with Earth people without suspicion, we were forced to construct Perigi, a man-sized doll.
No, it can't be. I can't believe this. I'm having hallucinations. I've got to get out of here.
That will be impossible. We have weapons of destruction quite unknown to Earth people.
I phoned the police. They'll be here soon.
By the time they arrive, my people will have prepared something quite shocking.
Keep me covered, Brian.
Okay, Sarge.
All right. You the guy who turned in the call?
Yes, that's right, Sergeant.
Where's the body?
Well, you see, it isn't exactly a body.
What do you mean?
It's a doll.
What?
Now, wait, you've got to let me explain. I know this sounds fantastic, but I've stumbled onto an unbelievable plot.
Yeah? Keep talking.
Well, you see, these little dolls, they aren't really dolls. They're tiny people. Now, there's a big doll named Santor Perigi. They're using him as a front to run the shop.
He's off his trolley, Sarge.
Now, look here.
Now, listen, mister, we got to call it. There was a murder here. Now, if there was one, where is the body?
Well, it's behind the curtains in the back. Only, you see, it isn't really a body. It's a big wax dummy. It's all part of their plot to gain control of the world.
Holy smoke, he's really off his rocker.
Now, look, if you don't believe me, I'll prove it to you. Come here. Look behind this curtain, and you'll see the dummy lying on the floor.
Welcome, gentlemen. Are you looking for something?
Perigi! This is impossible. I smashed his skull.
Do you know this guy?
That's the one, the doll.
What's your name, mister?
Perigi, Santor Perigi, creator of the Universal Doll.
Uh-huh. You ever see this man?
Never until just now.
That's not true. He's lying. I tell you, he's nothing but a big doll. The real masters are the little dolls.
Ryan, are you getting this?
He's wacko, Sarge.
No,
He's a fruitcake.
I'm not crazy. I tell you, I can prove it. They must have fixed up his head where I smashed it in. Touch him and you'll see.
Mr. Perigi, you know what this guy is talking about?
The man is demented, obviously.
No, that's not true. I tell you, there's a plot to control the Earth. I've got to call the War Department. They want to know about the flying sphere.
Holy mackerel, this gets worse every minute. Ryan.
Take him to headquarters?
No, save some time. Take him down to Psycho Ward.
Okay, all right, Buck
Oh, wait.
Rogers. Come along nice and quiet.
No, don't you see? He's nothing but a man-sized doll.
Sure. And the little ones are going to take over the Earth, and you're going wait and cut out some nice paper dolls.
Oh, please, listen to me. You've got to listen to me. You've got to.
Sorry you had all this trouble, Mr. Perigi.
Poor chap. He is obviously suffering from delusion.
Well, he's not the only one in Washington today. You know, we've been getting a whole string of crack-ups lately, bigwigs blowing their tops under pressure. If you could see some of the names in our confidential files.
You keep confidential files on cases like this?
Certainly. Believe me, they'd be dynamite if they ever got in the wrong hands. Well, I better be running along. Hey, is that a talking doll?
Yes, Sergeant.
My name is Toto. I dance and sing.
Well, I'll be. Hey, my little girl would be nuts for that.
So? Then please accept the doll for saving my life. That madman might have killed me.
Yes, but
Take Toto home with you as a gift.
Well, now, I don't know, Mr. Perigi. It's against regulations for us to accept favors.
But this is not for you. It is for your little daughter. And if you will only take the doll and give him a good home, you will be doing me a great favor.
Well, then, if you insist, and thanks very much. When my kid sees this, will she be surprised?
Yes, Toto will come as a great surprise. A very great surprise. Hey, Toto?
Tonight, Dimension X has transcribed Perigis Wonderful Dolls, an original radio drama written by George Lefferts. Les Damon appeared as Colonel Grayson and Joan Alexander as Alma, with Denise Alexander as Cindy. Joe DeSantis played Santor Perigi, and Leon Janty was Toto, the talking doll. Engineer Bill Chambers. Your narrator was Norman Rose. Music by Albert Berman. Dimension X is produced by Van Woodward and directed by Edward King. In a moment, we'll tell you about next week's show. And now, here is your Wheaties man, Frank Martin.
Look at your Wheaties in a cereal bowl, and, well, they look pretty innocent, don't they? They're crisp, all right, and golden brown. And you know they've got that wonderful Wheaties nut-like taste. But where does all that energy come from? What is it about Wheaties that give you all those vitamins and minerals and protein? I'll tell you what it is. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. Not just a portion of a kernel, mind you, but a whole kernel of wheat. Now, that begins to explain things, doesn't it? Tells you why Wheaties Energy helps you feel good all morning long, like I keep saying. No wonder they're America's favorite whole wheat flakes, breakfast of champions and all that. Now you know why Wheaties at 7 can help at 11. Wheaties.
Next week, the strange story of a curse that came true. It's the story of the castaways, another adventure into the unknown world of tomorrow, the world of
Dimension X. And this is the Wheaties man, Frank Martin, inviting you to listen Saturday, that's tomorrow night, to Joel McRae in Tales of the Texas Rangers on the Wheaties Big Parade. See you then.
76 years ago, August 4th, 1950, Dimension X on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Up next, we'll check in with David and Claudia.
This is Debbie Reynolds. If you've been wondering what you can do to fight communism personally from your own home, there is something you can do. Support Radio Free Europe, the station built and financed by the contributions of the American public to the crusade for freedom. Radio Free Europe is one Cold War operation the communists fear and attack constantly. Support Radio Free Europe. Send your truth dollars to Crusade for Freedom, care of your local postmaster.
All right, let's go back 78 years to August 4th, 1948. And it's time to bathe the baby. At least it's time for Claudia to do it.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia, based on the famous play and novels by Rose Franken. Brought to you transcribed Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
Mama! Mama, where are you? Mama!
Leave that poor woman alone, Claudia.
Mama doesn't like to be left alone, David.
How do you know?
Instinct.
You haven't any.
Oh, just the contrary. That's all I've got.
Well, she either doesn't hear you or she doesn't want to answer you.
I wonder what she's up to.
Well, I'm up to trying to read my newspaper if you'd let me.
She said she was going to her room for only a few minutes. She's still gone.
Maybe she's flown away.
David, fly away, too, and see if she's all right.
I will not.
Don't you care?
Not a bit.
Mama will be very glad to hear that. This morning she said she had a headache.
Well, if she has a headache, she certainly wants to be left alone.
Well, I don't like to be alone when I have a headache.
When did you last have a headache?
I don't remember.
Look, darling, if it'll make you feel any better, why don't you run in and see how Mama is?
You wouldn't think me a fool if I did?
I might, but go ahead anyway.
All right. I hope my son isn't going to be that way about me.
What way?
A fool. Mama! Hey, Mama, where are you?
I'm in here.
Where is in here?
In the nursery. Who wants to know?
Just me. What are you doing in there?
Is it any of your business?
It certainly is.
Well, then, I'm getting things ready for the baby's bath.
Oh, you make it sound like a project.
It is, rather.
How's he doing? How's your headache?
What headache?
The one you said you had this morning.
I didn't have a headache.
Then why did you say you did?
Perhaps for a little respite and solitude.
Respite and... I ought to put you to bed without any dinner for that.
Now, out of my way. I'm busy. I told you I was getting things ready for the baby's bath.
Oh, that. I'll do it.
That's what you think.
Huh. I suppose you don't think I can, do you?
I know that you can.
Well, that settles it.
Oh.
I shall give the baby his bath.
You insist?
Absolutely, positively.
I suppose there's no point in arguing?
None at all.
You won't even listen to reason?
Well, that is the last thing I would listen to.
In that case, I resign myself. I'll tell you, I'll make a bargain with you, Mrs. Norton.
Name your terms, Mrs. Brown.
I will teach you to give the baby a bath.
Oh, that's very sweet of you, very sweet.
It's a bargain?
Well, I know how, but it's a deal.
You promised to listen to what I say and no funny business.
I said it's a deal, didn't I?
I don't trust you somehow.
And me, your one and only daughter. The apple of your eye.
Claudia, where are you going?
To get David.
He's had his bath, hasn't he? I refuse to give one to him.
I intend to make this bargain a real bargain, Mommy. You can teach David at the same time.
Claudia, those weren't my terms.
Too bad, they're mine. David. Say, David, you're through reading your paper, aren't you?
From the look in your eye, my love, I'd say I am.
Good, because I've got something better for us to do.
What now?
Well, you don't have to look so long-suffering about it.
How should I look?
Interested.
And first tell me what the something better is.
Mama says she wants to teach us to give the baby a bath.
Is that what Mama says?
Well, she didn't exactly say she wanted to, but she thinks it's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea.
You do?
As a matter of fact, darling, I think there are a couple of things that we might teach your mother.
Oh, David, you're wonderful. That's the same thing I was thinking. Exactly the same thing.
All right, shall we up and give your mother a lesson?
Leave us up? Mama? David promises he'll be good if you let him watch, too.
You little liar.
Dare I trust David?
Dare you not?
All right, I'm overruled. But as I said to that daughter of mine, no funny business.
Well, what on earth could be funny about a baby's bath?
I don't know, but I'm sure you'll find something.
Now, get away from me, Mama. I'm going to do this alone.
You are indeed.
David, she doesn't think I can give the baby his bath.
I wouldn't stand for such insults, darling.
Mama, David says not to stand for such insults, darling.
I ignore him, too.
Who are you worried about most, Mother, Claudia or the baby?
Claudia. She hasn't as much sense as the baby. She might drown herself.
Now, all into the bathroom. We'll get started. Mama, you stand to one side over there like a professor. And you, David, you stand t'other side like a student.
And, who are you?
I am the demonstrator.
Demon is right.
Now, let's see. Water. Lukish warm. Only lukish, no warmer. Isn't it a wonderful way to celebrate Bobby's 1-month birthday?
It's not his 1-month birthday until tomorrow.
Oh, what's a little day? He was as good as born the night before.
The night before, you had no idea you were going to have a son.
Oh, that's what you think, Grandmama. She'd known it for months.
Thank you, David. Now, let's see. The water is just about the right temperature. It's soap, oil, talcum powder.
You put the towels on the heater so they'll be warm.
Ah, such pampering.
Don't forget to hold his head up with your left hand.
Say, I wonder if Bobby will grow up to be a good swimmer.
A marathon, channel crossing swimmer.
Oh, you're so ambitious for him, darling.
I'd feel a lot better if he knew how to swim now.
You're even more ambitious for him, Mama.
I'll go and fetch him. Now, mind you, one false move and I'll lock you up in a closet, Mrs. Norton.
If I'm old enough to have had the baby, I certainly think I'm old enough to bathe him.
Age takes no talent, but evidently bathing a baby does.
David, you traitor, you double-crosser.
Is she calling you names too, David?
Just a few bouquets thrown my way. I'm accustomed to it.
Well, here's the victim. Your first ordeal, you poor baby.
Come to Mama, Tootsie.
His name is Bobby.
Don't you want Tootsie to test the water with his big toes to see if it's too cold?
Oh, that's a brilliant idea, David. Mama, isn't it helpful to have a man around?
I reserve judgment.
Now, let's see. Too cold or too hot, Skeezy?
He says just right.
Then in he goes.
Claudia, please be gentler. He's so small.
Oh, you want to play, eh?
Now, two can play at that game, young man.
Now, not so rough, David, please.
Oh, he's a big boy. He can take care of himself.
David, you're getting me all wet.
You are all wet, both of you.
Pass me the soap. I'm taking over.
You are not. I'm doing this.
I am his father.
I know that.
Children, don't you know better than to argue when the fat's in the fire?
When the fatty's in the water, you mean?
She kills herself, Mother.
Just so long as she doesn't hurt the baby. Oh, for heaven's sake, don't use so much soap, Claudia.
I use as much as I please. I love suds.
Stubborn. Brutal.
Just like you.
That's telling her, Claudia.
Say, on whose side are you, David?
Me? Both.
Claudia, his head's rolling around.
David, your head's rolling around.
Not his. The baby's.
Oh, the baby's too is your head.
Hold it better.
Around.
Really? He can't hold it up yet by himself.
Well, he ought to be ashamed. He's such a big boy, too.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, David Norton.
He's wiggling. Hey, now stop that. Stop that.
What a dope he is, wiggling like a worm.
Oh, he's a regular little fish of a baby. He loves his bath.
One says worm, the other says fish. Honestly, Mama, you sound as if you were talking to an infant.
I adapt myself to the situation.
Now, it's high time you started treating your grandson like a man.
But he isn't a man yet.
He is almost.
Besides, how's he ever going to know if you don't treat him like one?
You'll know soon enough.
Not too soon for me.
Well, now, how's the bath coming, Schoolbooks?
I prefer not to say. Poor baby.
I am doing brilliantly. What do you think, David?
Oh, I'm impressed.
I'll be the same for you sometime. No compliments from you, Mama.
Well, in spite of all your tomfoolery, you did all right. Your bark's worse than your bite, but you will be able to take your bath on the floor.
Yes.
Water's almost knee-high already. I should have worn my galoshes.
That's only because Bobby's starting to think he's too big to be given a bath in one of these little baby things.
Maybe I ought to try the sink.
Over my dead body.
That's true. We might go down the drain.
Well, how about a big wooden wash bucket?
That's a better idea.
Would you like me to go get one now?
Guess we can finish up in it.
You'll finish in this. What's more, you'll bathe him in this apparatus several more months.
Mama is holding him back, David.
Typical grandmother. Keeping the baby young keeps her young.
Oh, I guess that's it.
I've half a mind to...
Hand me the towel, Mama.
I thought you didn't want any help.
Handing a towel doesn't count. There, now how does that feel, my little man? Pretty good, eh?
Oh, feels fine.
You utter goop.
Well, you asked me, didn't you?
Now listen, you poor fatherless child. We're going to dry you off and rub you all up with talcum powder and put you back into bed. Mom, it's sizzling in this bathroom. Open a window.
I will not. Want him to catch pneumonia?
Oh, he won't catch it.
I'm telling you, Mama, we simply have to quit treating him like a fragile mouse.
Yes, he can stand on his own 2 feet.
You'll get bow-legged.
He's bow-legged now. Hey, look at him smiling.
Gonna be quite a gentleman with the girls, don't you think?
A killer like you.
It's too early to tell.
Well, haven't I proved that I'm a killer?
For the last time, I mean the baby.
Lie down there, Bobby, and be quiet. You'll get talcum powder in your mouth. I don't think you'll like that much.
Let me do it. You're shaking it all over the bathroom.
If you don't get out of the way, Mama, I'll shake it all over your nice blue dress.
Claudia, just a suggestion.
Yes.
Don't you think he'd be sweeter if we shook him over with nice confectionery sugar instead of plain old talcum powder?
You try it, and I'll shook you, and it won't be talcum powder either.
Mama's serious, David.
You think so?
Yeah, think so.
Well, maybe she's tired.
What from? I've been doing all the work. She said she was going to give us a lesson, but of course...
Not a very good teacher.
No.
I'm not in the mood for any more insults, and neither is your offspring. Now, say hello to him before I put him to sleep. There.
Hey, he's dry.
Of course he's dry. I just gave him a bath.
Wonders of wonders, after a bath is the only time he's dry.
David, you're such a dope. You're shocking my mother.
Well, it's about time. I've been trying to shock her for months. Now, come on to bed, fella. Come on, it's time for your
Oh,
nap.
thank goodness for that.
Hey, I could throw you in your crib from just about here. You fly through the air and then drop gently on your mat.
David, if you throw him, I'll never, never forgive you.
Wind up 1, 2, 3.
Get set, go!
David, stop.
Stop.
This minute, I insist.
Oh, sorry, fella. Your grandmother won't let us play. All right. I'll put you down gently. There you are. Now, thank you, Grandma.
Oh, my heart's beating like a racehorse.
Oh, darling, you make such a nice bully of a father.
I think I'm entirely too lenient.
Oh, yes, much too lenient,
That's
much too gentle. If you were any gentler, your son, I shudder to think what had happened to him.
Cheer up, David. Mama may not love you, but I do.
I think you're the greatest little bath giver that ever lived.
If you'll excuse me, I am going to my room, take an aspirin, and lie down.
Mama, I thought you said you didn't have a headache.
I didn't, but I have one now, a humdinger.
Poor Grandma. She gets tired watching us work.
Well, the solution is, darling, from now on, we'll just let her give the baby his bath.
And I'll feel perfectly safe about it, too, David, because we've given Mama such a wonderful lesson. Haven't we, Mama?
The long summer days are a boon to everyone but Mother, who sometimes finds that the longer the day, the more work hours. If summer vacation time proves no vacation for you, why not consider ways of lightening your chores? One sensible plan is to pause occasionally and refresh yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola. The work refreshed idea is spreading rapidly in factories, offices, and shops. It seems only logical that it should spread into homes, where so much of the world's work is done.
Mr. King, I don't mind telling you I am exhausted.
I well understand.
Those 2 children, sometimes I think they're mad.
Is that what you really think?
Well, at least they have a good time.
A swell time. But take my advice, Mrs. Brown. Steel yourself.
You mean I'm to have more tribulations and more trials?
Many more. If Claudia and David can have such fun with a mere baby's bath, think what they can do with making a bed.
Oh, dear, I don't dare think.
Then don't, but do come around tomorrow.
I'll be there. Goodbye, Mr. King.
Goodbye. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you transcribed with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir. And remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes. And ice-cold Coca-Cola is everywhere. This broadcast of Claudia was supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney.
And that wraps up our Tuesday podcast here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Coming up tomorrow, we will have Milton Berle in a salute to the great outdoors. Willard Waterman as the great Gildersleeve gets fired. Gunsmoke starring William Conrad, Sweet and Sour. And Fort Laramie starring Raymond Burr. And The Massacre. And we'll wrap it all up with an episode of Claudia. That's coming up tomorrow. Thanks for making us a part of your Tuesday here on Classic Radio Theater. We'll see you Wednesday for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.